What is this fucking slow chat? Give me some fucking gorillas. Give me some sun gorillas in the fucking chat. What is this slow fucking chat? Let me see those sun gorillas. Amirio with the 50. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Amirio. Thank you so much, brother. What is this slow ass fucking chat, huh? What are we dealing with here? What are we dealing with here? Well, ladies and gentlemen, well. Oh, I'm back, motherfuckers! I'm back, yeah, that's right. That's right. Uh-oh. We got a few adjustments to make. Oh, it's a little dusty. It's been a long time since we were here. Here we go. Let's have this chat right here. So, I have a few things to say, and I have a lot of announcements to make. I couldn't fucking make them just on Rumble or streaming on Rumble, okay? I have a lot to unpack. I have a lot to tell you guys about. So first things first, where have I been? YouTube banned me for a week. And unless you're in my Discord, you're in my Telegram, and you're following me, get in my Telegram, get in my Discord. Guys, this is the information age of info warfare. This is the censorship age, okay? If you have 1% interest in what infrared is, you gotta sign up or get on the Telegram, join the Discord, join some other way you can get messages from me, because when YouTube bans you for a week, you can't post, and there's nothing I can fucking do to inform you guys that I can't even do anything, right? And look, this YouTube channel is something, you know, it's nice. I have 25,000 subscribers. I built it for a long fucking time. It's, you know, it'd be a waste if the channel's gone. But it's out of my fucking hands and I can't control anything, okay? I don't even know what the rules are anymore. I got banned in the middle of a stream. If you guys remember that stream, I was playing Call of Duty with Rev. Streams were doing excellent, by the way. I mean, these streams were performing really good, right? Excellent fucking streams. And I'm gaining momentum back on YouTube again. And then all of a sudden, they fucking hit me with a strike. I'm glad they fucking did that, because they woke me the fuck up that, hey, if I ever get big on YouTube, I can't even make it like Jackson does. I'm way more inflammatory, aggressive, hardcore than Jackson is. They will target me harder than they fucking target Jackson. Why? Because Jackson just covers the news mostly. Right? What I do, it's like I'm creating a community that's at war politically with the whole left. So this shit is dangerous, okay? This is like a political thing. I have a fucking big target on my back. There's a reason why I get like half the attacks Jackson does, even though Jackson's 10 times bigger. Thank you so much, Nascast.
Great things to cover.
And the reason is, 100. It's the community. The community is a fucking threat. Okay, this is a weaponized info war community. They don't want influencers really influencing info warriors to get other messages out there, okay? So there's a fucking reason why I always have a target on my back. I've suspected for a really long time that YouTube has been shadow banning me. I'm pretty confident in that thesis now, given the fact that the minute I go on fucking Rumble, I'm streaming at 600 viewers, like immediately, right? Every day, consistently. Except when I'm streaming at like fucking 12 a.m., but even then, it's fucking crazy, right? Rumble, first of all, I want to make some announcements, okay? So first of all, after my experience streaming on Rumble for a week, I'm going to say that I think I plan on, and I want this to be like a 1 or 2 month plan, ideally. I think this year in 2023, I am actually going to make the transition into just streaming exclusively on Rumble and posting video content on YouTube. But in order to do that, I need to get a workflow going. I need to possibly hire some editors to post the content, or make the content, post the thumbnails for YouTube, because it's a lot of work. But I am so much more confident streaming on Rumble than on YouTube. Not just because of the higher viewership. Thank you so much, Mason.
Nice new logo.
Not even just because of the way more viewership that I get on Rumble, but it's also because of the freedom. Thank you so much, Jimmy.
Logo goes hard. AF God bless.
It's mainly the freedom.
2036.
It's mainly the freedom and the lack of anxiety that I have on Rumble. Rumble, I could be myself in the most pure form possible, right? And then on YouTube, I can curate the content to make sure there's no ambiguity as far as TOS is concerned, post it on YouTube, and then people can just come watch my live streams on Rumble. Whereas when I'm streaming on YouTube, I am not really clear on what YouTube's TOS is anymore, because they fucking took my video down in the middle of the fucking stream for some nonsense, right? For hate speech. What you guys were watching the stream, there was no fucking hate speech in the video. But whatever, what do you expect? I already appealed it and everything. I'm not really optimistic on whether YouTube's going to do anything. But YouTube has a pretty harsh system in place. It's explicit, right? And it's worse than Twitch in many ways when they start targeting you, right? So YouTube can be very unforgiving. And I think I'm going to be making the transition probably in March, or by March, right? I will be a full-time Rumble streamer, just making videos and posting videos to YouTube. But that's going to be a transition. And in the meantime, I want to tell you guys that the community of Infrared is going to be on YouTube on the live streams. And why I have to emphasize that with so much emphasis, right? Sorry, why I have to emphasize that so strongly is because of the following reason. This stream, I mean, YouTube is falling off, right? YouTube's fucking lame. We all know YouTube's not top tier content anymore. Whatever. I'm mainly doing this stream, actually, just to tell my YouTube viewers, hey, I'm going to be streaming at Rumble pretty often now, right? There could be weeks where I just don't stream at all to YouTube and I just stream on Rumble. I'm going to ease into it. Thank you so much, old man. Appreciate you.
Here's some cash for the Infowar #infrared.
Thank you so much,
rising.
old man. Appreciate you.
I couldn't figure out how to live dono on Rumble.
Oh, thank you so much, man. It's called Rumble Rants. Thank you so much,
07 for
Farrakhan.
Stannis, docs by the left. Digital brown shirts will stop at nothing to ruin our lives.
Yeah, Rev looked into that, and apparently, thank you so much, John Kelly. Appreciate you.
You single-handedly made me change my views on Marxism. Still don't identify as one, though.
Thank you so much, John Kelly. I appreciate that 50, man. Holy shit. Thank you so much, man. And I appreciate, change. Your views have been changed. But holy shit, man. Thank you so much for that 50. I really appreciate it, man. But, yeah, guys. So what I'm really getting at here is that, yeah, we have a new logo. This was risky. I don't want to put it into a vote because I asked the showrunners, and we pretty much came to the agreement that while the old logo is more recognizable, and we're going to still be using the old logo and stuff, like on Twitter, and it's still recognizable, we do need to make a leap this year. My channel has not grown to 100,000 subscribers, so I have room to experiment. I do need to do different things. I do need to change things up and update things, right? I can't just be like, oh, I can't change it. No, I gotta change it. I gotta update. I gotta fucking adapt, right? Because the truth is, it's been like 2 years since I started Infrared. I'm only at 25,000 subscribers, which is considerably less than what I was shooting towards and aiming towards, right?
Nice.
Thank you so much, Jan. I appreciate you.
If a second man were to say, "What are you doing? You cannot violate the YouTube community guidelines." My God, he would disappear faster than the first man. I claim
Thank you
Smith.
so much, Jan. I appreciate you.
Their standards are based on a double
Yeah.
standard that follows leftist and establishment opinion easy to make a then pretend that it's an objective standard.
Thank you, PJ, and thank you so much, Arwell. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. Listen, I gotta break it down to you guys, right? When I first started on YouTube, I went to Twitch. And I'm not going to say that I wasn't successful in terms of the type of content I did. I was very successful. My Twitch, within a year, grew from being a 200 viewers stream to 1,000 viewers stream. Within a year. That was 1 year. That's all it took on my Twitch. My Twitch was growing really fast, really rapidly. Like, I was rapidly becoming very prominent, right, on Twitch. Then what happened? Censorship happened, right? And then YouTube also was already censored out the wazoo. So I had to completely, restart pretty much and just go to fucking YouTube to get, an exposure and get a new fucking audience. It wasn't easy doing that. It's not fucking easy doing that. And I'll tell you why it's not easy. Because on YouTube, I'm trying to talk to younger people, also older people. Shout out to all the older people who watch me. You know what? I want to express my appreciation, and I mean this very sincerely, for all the older people that watch me, because I know I'm a fucking young guy who can be annoying and obnoxious. And I just be like a twerp sometimes. It can be fucking annoying. I get that, right? And I swear a lot. Don't mean to swear. It's just part of my vernacular. But if you are older and you watch me, you probably have a lot of patience. And just know, you guys are the only ones who make me feel shame. When I say feel shame, I mean like you're the only ones who make me check myself, because I think I don't want to look like a fucking buffoon in front, and like a dumb jackass in front of these people, right? Because I respect you guys, and I really do, right? But in any case, I wanted to make that clear, because I'm not saying this is just for young people. I'm just saying it's very important that I reach young people, because that's the next generation, right? It's very important that I do that. And when I say young people, I mean, you know, young adults. I don't mean kids. I mean young adults, right? The people who are the young officers of the army or something, right? People in the fucking army, basically. Okay, well, on YouTube, it is possible to, like, do news to reach general audiences. To do this kind of infrared movement on YouTube is really fucking hard, right? On Twitch, it was very possible because of the community integration. It's very hard on YouTube. I've been doing it for nearly a year on YouTube, and I haven't seen considerable progress, right? My channel has grown, but the growth is expected. My concurrent viewership on YouTube has not grown, right? It just hasn't. That tells me the community has not grown that much in the year that I've been on YouTube. It just hasn't grown that much. And the reason for that is because most of the young people are kind of divided. They're on Twitch watching titty streamers and gambling, or they're on Rumble, or they're on Cozy, or they're on whatever else alternative. They're on Odyssey. I don't know where the fuck they are. But that's where they are, right? And clearly, I'm not welcome on Twitch. I'm not welcome in the big club with all the politically correct streamers and the titty streamers and the gambling stream, or I don't know. I'm not welcome there. They don't welcome me because I'm too foreign. I'm too Russian. I'm a Russian agent. I'm a Kremlin shill. They don't want me on Twitch. I can't reach the normies on Twitch, right? So that really leaves me, as far as if I want to really grow the infrared community, with Rumble. Okay, because YouTube, they're not here. Everyone on YouTube got censored. Sneeko, they censored him. Andrew Tate, they censored him, right? Almost everyone on YouTube got censored. I'm literally one of the last people left who live streams on YouTube who is not completely banned, right? So it's one of the only communities on YouTube that are not blue pill that haven't gotten banned. Really think about it, right? Who are the main political YouTube live streamers who have communities? Vosh, Destiny. We are literally like the 300 Spartans holding out at the Battle of whatever the fuck, right? That's literally what it is on YouTube. And while we have been holding out very successfully, and that has been a great test of the strength of this community, to be completely honest, it's not sustainable in the long term if the goal is growth. And the goal is to reach people. And I've come to believe that infrared is already kicking down something in the door when we say that, hey, Stalin was not a horrible guy. You know, when we say things like this, extremely controversial things that will get you canceled in respectable society, you can't just reach normies directly. You can't fucking do it. The only people who are going to listen to you, the only people you're going to be able to reach are the people who are already willing to listen to dissident voices, alternative dissident voices. And that's the lesson I've learned from streaming on Rumble for a week. No one is really going to be that interested in listening to you on YouTube right now, because everyone who decided to stay on YouTube, for the most part, when there are demographic, is either decided they're going to watch Destiny or they're going to watch Vosh. They're not really here. The red pill people are not really here anymore, right? I know Fresh and Fit is still a thing, and there's all this other stuff, but really, because of what Andrew Tate did, especially going to Rumble, almost everyone kind of just is moving to Rumble. And yeah, Zerka got banned on Twitch recently. Zerka's community is a red pill community, don't get me wrong, but it's on Twitch, and that's why it's able to exist, because it's on Twitch. Because again, our demographic is divided between Twitch and the, alternative media internet. They're not really on YouTube. The people who are like fully YouTube fanatic for the parasocial thing, those are like Redditors. Those are people who like watch Sabine Hausenfender and fucking Many Worlds Theory. Oh, the quantum physics. That's really what you're seeing on fucking YouTube. YouTube is not really where it's at. Plenty of right-wing political YouTubers have found success. Streamers? I said streamers. Streamers with militant info warrior red pill communities. No. IShowSpeed is a normie, right? He's not political. And IShowSpeed can get canceled. If IShowSpeed said the wrong word, he can get canceled. He'll be on the front page of LSF. By the way, LSF is like the Internet Hall Monitor Police. Like, LSF will cancel the fuck out of you if you do something politically incorrect. Okay, Rumble streamers don't go on the front page of LSF because that's no man's land. You can't be a fucking hall monitor on Rumble because Rumble is just for all the fucking people who don't give a fuck about what the Matrix thinks, what the establishment fucking thinks, and what mainstream society fucking thinks. That's what Rumble's for, right? And I am so confident in the future of Rumble right now, because of YouTube's insane censorship practices, but more specifically, because I know for a fact that this new generation of militant youth, especially the people who are listening to the message of Andrew Tate and others, they're not on YouTube. They're on Rumble right now. They're on Twitch or they're on Rumble. They're not here on YouTube, right? YouTube is a blue pill world. And Rumble has a lot of problems in terms of its chat interface. But thankfully, right, Toplop, I don't know what exactly he goes by, but Toplop on the Discord, am I saying his name right? Toplop, yeah, Toplop on the Discord, okay? He has actually coded a Rumble chat that works, and we're actually going to make it an extension that's easy for gorillas to download, that has all emotes, that has Rumble Rant. By the way, talking about Rumble Rant, thank you so much, PJ.
When they banned Alex Jones, they declared war.
That have Rumble Rant, text-to-speech. Yeah, text-to-speech on Rumble. We are like the first community to do this. We're pioneering it on Rumble. We have the emotes, we have the Rumble Rants, and he coded in a moderation thing where you can actually moderate the chat even if you're not the streamer. So that means I can have mods clean up the chat. We can have filters in the chat. It's like we have put in these functionalities Rumble doesn't even have yet. And the potential for Rumble is just so much greater in terms of like building communities, building loyal viewers, having people that will actually listen to your message with an open mind. YouTube is for people who just, I'm kind of convinced at this point that the live stream audiences on YouTube are just scared of the red pill message. They're kind of just scared of any message that takes them out of their fucking comfort zone. Like, yeah, they're not really interested, right? All those people moved. They moved to Rumble, they moved to other places, but they're not on YouTube, right? And that's the conclusion I've drawn. I mean, you guys have to think about it. Put yourself in my shoes. It has been a year. It's been a year. I started on YouTube in April because I got banned from Twitch. I have not really seen growth in average viewership or average video views. I haven't seen growth. I have not seen growth in either of those departments. I think there's a reason for that, right? I think I don't want to be like leftists who do the same fucking thing for 10 years and are always staying the same. I don't want to end up like the Flame of Liberation, who's had 2,000 subscribers for 15 years and puts out a video every week that gets 10 views and expects something to change. So when my strategy is not working, I do need to switch things up and course correct and figure out what's exactly going wrong, right? I'm not interested in just stagnating forever. I'm not changing my style. I'm not changing who the fuck I am. But I might just be changing platforms is what I'm trying to say. But until I change platforms, I want to just tell you guys something. I actually multi-streamed this to Rumble, but I ended the Rumble stream and deleted it. And the reason I did that is because, to my incredible disappointment, right? To my profound disappointment, a lot of you were just in the Rumble chat, being in Rumble. Like, guys, I don't multi... Thank you so much, Arwa.
Based Rumble coding, Gorilla, Son with Face. I wonder if big Rumble streamers would be bold enough to debate.
I plan on changing up the Rumble game. I plan on bringing debates to Rumble. I plan on making Rumble, like, I want to do for Rumble's political scene what Destiny did for Twitch's political scene. That's my goal. Like, I'm not a fan. Obviously, I don't like Destiny. I think he's cringe as fuck, whatever. But he did pioneer the political Twitch genre. He did do that, right? I want to do something similar for Rumble. I want to pioneer, not so much, I mean, Rumble's already political, but I want to pioneer a debate culture on Rumble. I want to pioneer, like, debate shows on Rumble. More shows, more collaboration between streamers, more networking, more kind of, like, shows in general. Me and Jackson actually have shows planned on Rumble that we're going to be doing to make more Rumble more lucrative for normies as well. I mean, Sneeko's already doing that to a great extent anyway, right? So I'm kind of all in on Rumble. But the thing is, guys, when I dual stream, and I don't even know if I can do this right now, when I dual stream to Rumble, you guys kind of miss the point, right? Is this fucking stream effing? You guys kind of miss the point. What the fuck is going on? See, this doesn't happen on Rumble. This doesn't fucking happen on Rumble, right? Look at this dog shit fucking connection that's going on. It doesn't happen on fucking Rumble. See what I mean? YouTube is throttling my fucking streams all the time now. They're fucking shadow banning me. On my end, it's always fucking happening. They're always fucking doing some fuck shit to fuck with me, right? Anyway, it's like always fucking happening. They're always doing this fuck shit, right? I'm gonna talk more about Rumble right now. I'm gonna explain to you guys why Rumble's so important, right? But before, I want to thank you so much. Come on, let's go through. Jay Grimes, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you.
Advance the Mecha Brezhnev agenda.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but listen, guys, when I dual stream to Rumble, it's really, really fucking pointless for you guys to go to Rumble. Why are you going to Rumble to watch it? Think about it. My content isn't going to be Rumble content, first of all. It's going to be tame, domesticated YouTube content because I'm actually streaming on YouTube. There's no reason, if you're already a regular YouTube viewer, there is no fucking reason you should be watching me on Rumble. None. The only reason I would ever consider multi-streaming to Rumble is to reach new people, not the people who already watch me, okay? But I don't think I'm going to be multi-streaming to Rumble after tonight's experience because I just, sadly, I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but this is truth. I don't think my community has the fucking discipline to just not be fucking retards when it comes to this. Like, I think you guys go, oh yeah, we're on Rumble. Like, it's just like, it'll hurt me in the YouTube algorithm with less concurrent viewers. I don't need my viewers halved in the YouTube algorithm and have that whole thing fucked up. Then why would I stream to YouTube? There's no fucking point. It's completely pointless, right? The only reason I stream to YouTube is to grow on YouTube, or at least to just do well in the YouTube algorithm. Why am I streaming this on YouTube right now? Because a lot of people, 25,000 people, know who I am. Way more people know who I am, by the way. And I need to get the message out there that I'm changing to Rumble. I can't just go to Rumble and expect people to discover me there one day. I want the following I've already cultivated to be really unified in transitioning over to Rumble, right? And that's going to take some fucking time. That's going to take some fucking time, okay? YouTube is here to stay for a long time. Okay, this is the truth. YouTube's not gonna disappear tomorrow. I will do Rumble only streams. You can count on that. I might even do alternate day by day. By the way, guys, Rumble rants, I get, I think, like a 90% cut. Compared to YouTube, I get 70. Rumble rant, they give me... Rumble's better in pretty much every way, right? The chat, all the problems with the chat have been solved pretty much with an API. So at this point, it's really just... Toplop already has this dual stream integration as well, so we could have both chats. I just need to fiddle with it to make sure it works. I didn't have time to do that today. But thank you so much, Interstellar. Appreciate you, brother.
Are you going to rage against the War Machine event in DC, February 19th, with Jackson and Jay Doré? It's gonna be a banger. This gorilla will be there. Have you talked to Jackson about it?
No, I haven't, actually. Thank you so much, PJ.
Okay. Here's $3.50 for you after the YouTube tax. Could have been $4.50.
No, you're right. You're right.
You're right.
You're right. I'm not streaming on YouTube right now for the money. Clearly not. I'm doing it. I mean, of course I need to make a living. So I'm saying I don't care about the money. I really appreciate every dollar you guys give me. But I'm on YouTube right now mostly to get the message out there that I am going to be switching to streaming on Rumble. Now, keep in mind, I don't want my YouTube channel to disappear. And as a matter of fact, I am highly considering just getting rid of all the live streams I've ever done. Just like all of them. I'm really considering it. So, save the ones you want to save. Because one day you might just wake up and every live stream I've ever done on YouTube will be gone, right? YouTube is they have a fucked up, they're wild with censorship. I would really just prefer to keep my YouTube channel and have videos posted instead of taking this risk where every time I stream, I have to fucking worry about whether I broke TOS or not. And if my YouTube channel is gone, it's not going to be the end of me. So don't worry about that. But it is still convenient and nice to have a foothold on YouTube, right? It's still convenient and nice to be able to be on YouTube. But, what can you do? I'm not unique here. Everyone's been fucking censored. Really think about it. Everyone's been fucking censored. Everyone on YouTube. There's no parasocial live streamer on YouTube who's red pill who has not been censored. All of them are gone. I'm literally one of the last ones left who's a fucking consistent live streamer, right? Who has this dedicated community and all this kind of shit. I'm really the only fucking one left, pretty much, right? That's extremely significant. That's extremely significant. And, you can't really expect that on YouTube you're going to make it that far. You're probably not going to make it that far. YouTube banned me for a week and resetted all my fucking progress and destroyed all of the momentum I built. Keep in mind, guys, right before I was banned, it had been for a week, and I was coasting, averaging 450 viewers, building my shit back up on YouTube, starting to actually grow again on YouTube and reach people on YouTube. And what did YouTube fucking do? They just fucking slapped some bullshit on me, threw a fucking monkey wrench in the gears. You think I'm gonna still give YouTube all this fucking money after what they did and just all be loyal to YouTube? No, I'm not. I'm going to Rumble. Fuck this place, man. It's you build momentum, you start building again, and they fuck you over in some kind of way, right? It's to be expected. It's to be expected, though. Because why? Why? What did I do in that stream that violated YouTube's TOS? Really think about it. Name one thing I did in that stream that violated YouTube's TOS. One thing. Nothing. I didn't do a damn thing wrong. I didn't do a damn thing to break their fucking TOS. I did nothing. I played Call of Duty with Rev. I got into a, forbidden debate with Comrade Confucius. Didn't know that was a forbidden debate. I didn't say anything. I don't know what it was. It may have been someone from another platform who mass reported me, possibly, or reported me with their friends. That's okay. That's okay. You know. By the way, guys, I'm on Rumble. I'm going to be streaming on Rumble. It's extremely vague. Yeah, you're right. That's what they do. They threw a fucking monkey wrench at me to fuck me over, pretty much. Like, what can you fucking do? You can't do a damn thing, right? And I, you know, was doing really well. They fucked me over. I went to Rumble. I did even better, right? Rumble, I was killing it on Rumble. So you bet I'm going to be transitioning to Rumble. You bet. I mean, Rumble, the whole platform's better. I don't have to stress on Rumble. I don't have to worry I'll get banned on Rumble because of something I stream, right? If we go on Rumble, dude, Chairman, you're pissing me off right now. It's so fucking stupid. If I dual stream to Rumble, why the fuck will you go to Rumble? It's stupid. I'm not dual streaming to Rumble because of that fucking reason. Because people just don't have discipline. Okay? That's fine. I can't control that. That's outside of my control. You don't have discipline, I can't fucking control that, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure someone was mass reporting me. That's okay. There's a lot of topics on YouTube I cannot talk about. Period. I'm aware of that now. You can't talk about it. You can't talk about it, man. Don't talk about it. Don't, you get they'll censor you. Don't talk about it. You can't talk about it, dude. Don't. It's forbidden. You can't. Oh my god. Oh my god, you're gonna hurt their feelings! Don't do it, Hans! Don't talk about it! You can't talk about it on YouTube! Oh my god! You think you're getting truth here? You think you're getting fucking truth on YouTube when this is how much censorship they fucking have? Oh yeah, it's me, Sabine Hosenfender. Today Thank you so much, Alexander.
That first Rumble stream you did was beyond epic and based AF.
Oh, it's me, Sabine Hosenfender. I'm Sabine Hosenfender. And today I will teach you physics. Oh, yes, it's the truth. And then I say, Sabine. Can I follow the money trail, Sabine? Don't talk about that. Don't talk about that, Hans! No! Keep your mouth shut. No, Hans, no. They're watching. No. See, this is fun. What is YouTube, right? YouTube. Based. Thank you so much, W11.
Glad to see you back. Looking forward to
YouTube. Everyone's so happy. Everyone's so happy on YouTube, right? Everyone's so happy on YouTube. Everything's so great. You have all these YouTubers and YouTube streamers. Happy. That's what's going on YouTube, right? It's just all such a happy place, such a nice place. Happy. YouTube is for kids, right? For toddlers and all these things. Coco Melon, and you have all these happy things on YouTube. You've got Mr. Beast. You've got all these other things. Such a happy place. Everyone's always smiling. Everything's so positive. Let's be positive, guys. Come on, let's be positive. Everything's so positive on YouTube. What's not positive on YouTube, right? Curzon. Welcome to Curzon. Curzon God. Stalin was the biggest meanie in the world. Mao was a huge meanie. Everyone is a meanie. I don't know why their shit isn't going through, but thank you so much, Red South. Appreciate you, man. Everyone is so much of a meanie, right? Everyone's such a huge meanie. I mean, is it not going through? This is another on Rumble. The Rumble rants go through immediately on the text to speech. On YouTube, it takes them 14 years to go through. Okay, anyway. Thank you so much, Red South. Appreciate you, man.
The guerrilla army must be free.
Yeah. Well, okay, so YouTube is such a happy, nice place, right? so fucking happy here on YouTube. He's like, happy, happy, happy. Right? Everyone's smiling. Mr. Beast. Oh, hey guys. And then what happens? What happens? And then here comes Haas. Oh, hey guys. Hey guys, what's up? The Ford found it. No, Haas, stop, we're watching! No! Shh. No, you can't say that on YouTube. You can't say that on YouTube. You can't say that. Haas, you can't say that on YouTube. No, you can't say that. You can't talk about that, Haas. It's a forbidden topic. It's a forbidden topic. No, Haas. Don't talk about that. No, Haas. Don't talk about Dr. Fauci. No, Haas. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's forbidden. It's forbidden. Shh. Don't do that. Don't do that. What a stupid fucking website. No. Shh. Don't talk about that, Haas. Don't talk about that, Haas. The blue hairs at the workplace at YouTube are going to be upset. What? Sneeko! He's still on our website! Ban him! Haas, I'm warning you, Haas. The blue hairs run YouTube. They're at the YouTube workplace, and they're always complaining about you, and all the content. Haas, stop! You gotta stop! She's here! She's here! Haas, stop! You're gonna wake her. She's sleeping right now. Haas, we're all happy here on YouTube. Mr. Beast is happy. Everyone's happy. PewDiePie's happy. We're all fucking happy here. We have a good thing going here, Haas. Don't fucking ruin it, Haas. Don't wake her up. Oh my god, she woke up! What? Jackson monetized! But Ukraine! Demonetize Jackson! Infrared! Throttle his streams! Destroy him on the algorithm! Throttle his streams and I can watch him! No! Ban for a week! He's doing well! Despite all odds, he's doing well! Ban for a week! Ban odds for a week! What? What are they saying about Dr. Fauci? Misinformation! Not misinformation! We don't want misinformation here! We need to ban them. No one can be allowed to hear this. You can only hear and see and read what I want you to. I need a blue wig. I need a blue wig to make this more convincing. What are they? They're just saying things? You can't say that. You can't say that. No! Andrew Tate! Andrew Tate! Ban him! Ban him out of here! He hurts my feelings! He says that fat women are not that attractive! Ban him! It's not true! It makes me sad when I hear that! That's YouTube, okay? That's YouTube. Premium content. I give you premium content. And I am at 300 viewers with premium content. That's YouTube. That's YouTube. Because YouTube viewers are watching Sabine Hosenfender. Oh, man, Sabine Hosenfender. Oh, yeah. I was like, shut up, man. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. What does red pill mean? Red pill means the red pill. Red pill is the red pill. But you know what? Someone's asking about red pill, right? Y'all want to know about red pill, right? Want to know about red pill? Show you what red pill is. Want to take the red pill, right? Take the red pill. Want to take the red pill? This is the red pill. You want the red pill? This is the red pill. This is the red pill. The red pill, the real one. This is the red pill. The red pill. You understand? The red pill. Because you don't get to this. Let me tell you the real red pill, guys. You want to know the red pill? The red pill is that you don't get to this. You cannot become this without being this. That's the fucking red pill. You understand? This is the red pill. Right here. Right here. You want to win? You want to win? Then win. That's the fucking red pill. You understand? You want to talk about masculinity? Let's talk about masculinity. You want to talk about masculinity? I'm not here to sell you a fucking book. I'm not here to sell you a self-help guide. When you talk about manhood, masculinity, I'm not here to sell you a dietary supplement. I'm not here to sell you a goddamn Hustlers University. I'm here to sell you Revolution University. You understand? This is what I'm here to teach you about. And I can't really teach you about it directly, but I can teach you about it in so many words. And this is what I'm here to teach you about. You want to talk about the red pill? You want to talk about masculinity? Let's talk about masculinity. Because a lot of these red pill motherfuckers will just get on camera and they'll just say, oh yeah, women this, women that. Yeah, we all know how women work. If you're a fucking man, you know how women works. That's old news. Let's talk about how men work. Let's talk about how men work though. Because men work in a specific way. And the way I'm talking about is The Theory of the Partisan by Carl Schmitt. What I'm talking about is On Guerrilla Warfare by Mao Zedong. You want to talk about what men do? You want to talk about what men do? Men don't sit around waiting for the Bitcoin to go up. Men go down to the people. Men create a base of operations. Men become like this. You understand? So that's the red pill I'm teaching you. This is my red pill for you. You understand? This is my red pill. You want to know the red pill? You want to know my red pill? This is my red pill. You understand? You want to know my red pill? That's my red pill. I'm telling it to you straight. I'm telling you you want to talk about the Matrix? Let's talk about the Matrix. Let's talk about the Matrix. Let's talk about how you fight the Matrix. Oh yeah, you want to talk about that? I'll talk about it, sure. Let's talk about how you fight the Matrix. What is the Matrix based in, huh? The Matrix is based in the system of unipolar global imperialism. That's what the fucking Matrix is, motherfucker. You want to be a red pill man who's breaking the Matrix? Then you gotta, I'll tell you exactly what you gotta do. Thank you so much, PJ.
The worst interpretation of historical Moism is preferable to where these people are trying to take us. That's where we're at. That's why you win.
Thank you so much, PJ. Appreciate you. Let me tell you something. You guys want to escape the Matrix? You guys want to take the red pill, escape the Matrix, and be a real fucking man? Then I'll tell you who you gotta study. You want to know who you gotta study? Yeah, I'm telling you who you gotta study. Yeah, this is the red pill. You ready for the red pill? You ready for the red pill? Huh? You ready for the real red pill? Huh? You ready for the real red pill?
I steady mouth say tongue, the young gun. Lock, load, and bust one. Champion with it like ba-da-pa-pa-pum-pum. Lebanon gorillas hit an Abram from 10 yards with little pebbles. I call it strength and all. But when it's broadcast on rubbing, they savages like Tarzan. They never give the background story. They
want to talk about the real red pill? Let's talk about it.
Headline news. It's nothing new. And if it's only half the truth, it ain't true. Living proof that gorillas in the Philippine jungle won't stop, won't quit till the babies don't struggle. I rumble with colonization's effects on my people homes. The buck stops here with a buck to your ears. The current affairs that wear my fellow organizers out. Same machine that be wiping my fellow activists out. From the comfort of a couch, we make critiques of the world while little girls in the mountains let the sunshots hurl.
I'm sure you understand now. I'm sure you understand that you can't be a man without being a revolutionary. In times where they're trying to put you in the pot and make you eat the bugs, in times of injustice, in times where the working man is oppressed, in times of a system of imperialism, in times where they're trying to destroy the family and destroy the people and suck the soul out of the people and crush them under the fucking dust of the goddamn banker's dollar. In this fucking system, the only way you can be a fucking man is to be a goddamn revolutionary. So don't worry about this shit about men and women. Andrew Tate, he'll tell you, I don't know, women aren't good in driving. Who gives a fuck, right? Yeah, he's right. Everyone knows that shit, right? It doesn't matter. That's a distraction in a lot of ways. I mean, if you don't know that, if you're one of those people who's raised in primary school and you're like, oh yeah, men and women are the same. Women are the same way. Oh yeah, no, you're living in delusion. I actually was raised with a father, okay? I know how women are. I know how they work. I'm aware of the differences between men and women. Can we get past that? I'm post Andrew Tate, which means I agree with what Andrew Tate says. It's not that I'm contradicting him. I agree with what he says. It's just like, I'm over it, right? I'm past that. I'm past that shit, okay? I'm past it. It's what matters now is how you be a man. Not what a man is, but how you be one, right? That's what matters. And I don't think you can be a man if you don't study Mao Zedong. I don't think you can be a man if you don't study Chairman Mao. I don't think you can be a man if you're not a Maoist. I don't think you can be a man if you don't learn from what the Panthers did. I don't think you can be a man if you're not a Maoist, because we're Maoists and we make a critique of it. And I don't think you can be a man if you're not making a critique of it in the most words that I can word, in the most words that I can say. You get what I'm saying? That's what a man means, okay? I'm post Andrew Tate. I'm after Andrew Tate. I'm the red fucking pill. I'm the red pill, the real red pill, because I'm here to talk about the origin of the Matrix. I'm here to dispel the real Matrix, the source of the Matrix, the real one. You gotta be a fucking man. You want to be a dude who's got all these bitches and shit. That's just some you know, that's just like some side shit, right? That's not really where the heart of a man is, right? You want to be a dude who's got confidence, who's walking. That's not what you want. It's not what you want, right? You want the red pill. You want to learn how you can pipe all these big booty bitches. You want to learn how you can pipe bitches. You want to learn how you can doggy style 5 minutes, right? You want to learn that, right? Okay, you'll learn it. And most people it comes naturally, by the way, but you'll learn it and you'll do it. And then what? What happens after you nut? Huh? You do it and then you nut. And then look how much time and money you wasted on that, right? Look how much time and money you wasted on something meaningless, something that don't even matter. You motherfuckers don't want big booty bitches. You want validation. You want to be validated as a guy who gets a lot of bitches, because that will earn you respect among other men. You're not actually out here saying, I need to get my nut off, because if you were, it would come naturally to you. You wouldn't need to you wouldn't need to go to the internet. Nature would guide your way if it was actually about that. It's not about that. We know it's not about that. You want to be validated as a man? Be a fucking revolutionary who's validated in the eyes of God. Be a person who says, I'm going to stand before judgment in front of God, and he's going to say, I was a good man. I was a just man. I was a righteous man. I was a real man. That's what you want. You want to get not the validation of what? Your bro? Who gives a fuck? Ignore him. Walk with your head high. Walk like you're descending from heaven. Walk like you're descending down the staircase from heaven. That's how you gotta walk in life. Don't fucking worry about what people think. People going out of their ways to get bitches, not because they want it, but because they want the recognition that comes with it. The only recognition you need is from God. That's it. It don't matter. It don't matter. What happens after you nut? That's what matters, right? You got to study Mao Zedong. I'm going to tell you guys something real. And this is why it's hard for me to relate to people, in all honesty. This is why it's hard for me to relate to people. By the way, YouTube is throttling the fuck out of my stream. I can finally see that now. I can finally in real time see how YouTube throttles the fuck out of me. Has dips where I go down 200 viewers, like dipping immediately, and then I go back up with... They throttle the fuck out of me on YouTube here, right? Look at all the content I bring. They throttle the fuck out of me here on YouTube, okay? Anyway, I'm looking at it real time on my screen. That's how I know, right? I can catch these people. I can catch this YouTube fucking deboosting bullshit tactics. Anyway, right? Forget about that. Ignore that for a second, right? Ignore that for a hot second. Ignore it for a hot second, okay? I cannot relate to people a lot of the time because I live my life and I enjoy the things people enjoy. I enjoy going out. I enjoy having fun. Yes, I enjoy women. I'm a man. I enjoy... Yeah, of course I do, right? I'm a man. I'm a man like anyone else. But what do I actually care about? What do I actually care about? I think to myself and I go, I couldn't imagine caring about stupid bullshit. I couldn't imagine caring about... I couldn't imagine not caring about the revolution. That's what it really is. I can't imagine just sitting here and being like, I care about what? Some fucking... I mean, a lot of people are on their way to the red pill. Most of the masses are. They're watching Sneeko, Andrew Tate. That's fine. But I'm like, I could not imagine not caring about the actual revolution. I couldn't imagine not caring about the cause. How can you not be a guerrilla fighter in your heart? How can you not live and wake up every single day and say, I'm a guerrilla fighter in my heart? For all the people wondering about a fucking debate, okay? I got banned, so the debate got canceled and it got moved. Originally, it got moved to tonight, but I was not certain if I was getting unbanned tonight or late tonight by 9 p.m. I wasn't certain. So the debate is happening tomorrow. For the last time, the debate with Drew is happening tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And I'm going to be making a announcement. I'm going to be sharing it to Twitter, and I'm going to be making a stream. What do you fucking call it? A stream, a scheduled stream. So for 9 p.m. Eastern Time, tomorrow is going to be the Drew Pavlou debate. It's going to be 9 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, okay? But I'm back on YouTube for my return stream. And let me tell you guys something. I'm not going anywhere. You silence me, you cancel me, you ban me, you throttle my fucking stream. Literally throttled me. Right now, I'm at 360 viewers. I just went down to 145 on the concurrent viewers analytics. And that's a temporary throttle. It's not because I'm at 145 viewers right now. It's because YouTube fucks your stream every time you build momentum. They fucking plummet you and put you down. Just like when I build up my momentum and I disprove and I beat the algorithm and I beat YouTube censorship and I start fucking gaining momentum again on my streams, what does YouTube do? YouTube fucking bans me for a week for no fucking reason. You gonna tell me that's a coincidence? It's not. Holy fuck, it's not. Holy fuck, that's not a coincidence. You know? You're gonna tell me that's a fucking coincidence? No, it's not. Take away... Yeah, they banned me for a week and they destroy all of my progress. Right now, guys, I am where... I reset progress by like 2 months because of that 1 week ban. on YouTube. They reset my fucking progress by like 2 fucking months because of that 1 week fucking ban. Killing my fucking momentum. It's the illusion of competition. They're gonna fucking sit here and tell me. They're gonna sit here and fucking tell me this is a fair website where they're not throttling my shit and doing soft censorship tactics. They are. I used to not think so. And I used to just be like, oh yeah, they're not fucking doing that shit to me. They're not fucking throttling my shit. They're not fucking suppressing me in the algorithm. They're not muting notifications for people. They're not limiting my fucking discoverability among my fucking subscribers and fucking me in the algorithm and throttling my fucking streams. And they're throttling it right now. Literally, right now they're throttling it. So if you guys want to know why I'm making this transition to Rumble, this is the reason. This is the reason. I go on Rumble, my first stream, 600 concurrent viewers immediately. You see what's going on, right? You see how there's something going on? My first one. Why is Haas banned? They banned me for a week, and I'm just back now. So for 1 fucking week, I couldn't tell my subscribers what's going on, and YouTube doesn't even tell you that I get fucking banned. They just want to kill you off. They don't even say this channel is suspended for 1 week. They don't even give you the notification. They just fucking kill you off and try to throw a monkey wrench in your tracks of progress. That's what they fucking do, man. For real. What a damn shame. What a damn shame, you know? You can't make it on YouTube if you're a dissident. I don't think you can. Jackson made it, right? But they demonetized him. Jackson had to delete his whole channel because they gave him 2 strikes consecutively. And they demonetized him. You gonna tell me you can make it on YouTube? No. Fuck no, you can't. Fuck no, you can't. I'm convinced about it. I mean, I can post videos on YouTube, and I think I can make it on YouTube with videos. I can make it. Sure. But live streaming, I'm going on Rumble, man. This censorship bullshit they fucking do to you on YouTube, I gotta deal with that. Like, I gotta have, I need that. That's what I need, really? I need that bullshit? Fuck no, I don't need that bullshit. Right? Fuck no, I don't need that bullshit. Oh, man. We live in one of the most unfree societies in the history of humanity because we think we're fucking free. How much fucking information is just censored? They censor it. You don't even know it exists. But they claim we're free. In North Korea, they censor, but they tell you they're censoring. They don't say, oh yeah, we have open, free information. This is just the only truth there is. North Korea says, this is our truth. Stick with it. We die for it. That's what they say in North Korea. Here, oh, it's democracy. Oh, Sabine Hosenfender. Oh my God, it's democracy with all it. Oh, we're going to censor you. Please. Thank you so much, PJ.
If it would be out of place at Davos, it will be censored.
Yeah, for real. For real when it comes to that Davos shit. Very fucking clear. Thank you so much, D-Fun. Appreciate you.
Here's just under $4. Us without the censorship is fire. Fire.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah, it is fire as fuck, man. But that's what they do, right? They make it seem like you live in a free society or a democratic society, right? To give you the illusion. It's an open society. There's no meaning. North Korea does censor, guys. Thank you so much, Noscast.
It's clear that the Matrix won't allow the public to even entertain the idea of a true communist revolution.
Yeah. See, guys, North Korea does censor. But in North Korea, they tell you, yeah, this isn't the only reality. This isn't the only reality, but this is our reality. This is the one we're riding with. This is the one we're dying for. This is the one we're here for. So of course we're going to censor the fucking ops, right? That's what they say in North Korea. But in American society, in Western society, they go, this is all possibility. This is all truth. This is all reality. This is everything, and everyone's free to say what they want, and there's no censorship, and there's nothing to die for, and there's nothing to live for, and there's no meaning at all except Disney Channel, and there's nothing at all but Mickey Mouse and McDonald's, and there's nothing to live for, and there's no meaning, and it's all just true, unbiased, neutral reality. But we're censoring you! And they censor you. And they censor you. And they still fucking censor you. And they still fucking censor you. Right? They still fucking censor you. Oh, Sabine Hosenfender. Oh, welcome to the physics. Oh, welcome to physics. Yeah, you can consume all that, do all that shit. My name is Kurzenwegst. Mao was the worst dictator of all time. He killed 300 trillion people. Stalin was the worst guy in the world. Oh, it's neutral information. It's just like Rick and Morty. I'm just consuming it. It's all neutral information. What about the people who are being silenced? They don't even stand by their censorship. They don't even ride with it. They just fucking do it silently and assume no one's gonna fucking notice. Well, people are noticing, which is why I'm moving to Rumble. It's fucking bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. Yeah, and they banned Zerka too from Twitch. It's fucking bullshit, man. You on YouTube and you watch science and Sabine is CIA. Sabine works for the WEF. Sabine is 100% a psyop. Sabine Hosenfender claims that we live in a super deterministic universe, and Sabine claims that quantum physics. She loves Einstein. She loves Einstein. Einstein was wrong. Einstein was full of shit. Einstein can't even reconcile special relativity, which is the dumbest dumb shit I've ever heard of, with fucking how particles work. It's stupid! Why would anyone listen to Einstein? What results? Show me the results from Einstein. You know what? Show me the results. I don't want anyone to show me the results from Einstein. All of the products of nuclear physics, you don't need Einstein for that. Show me what Einstein you need him for. Give me one practical application of special relativity. Go ahead, chat. One practical application of special relativity. Show me one way that this knowledge is useful for us in reality. If you can't show me one way that this knowledge is useful, it's metaphysical. Show me one way special relativity has any practical application for any of the ways we live in the world. One way. None! Name me, there's no industry of special relativity. All science must be practical. Lysenko was right. Who gives a fuck about genes? It's useful for gravity information. Bowden, you are a fucking idiot. You are fucking metaphysically projecting knowledge onto reality. Show me how human beings interact with the world in a practical manner using the fruits of Einstein's discovery that produces a novel result. Show me one way. Physics, modern physics, we got nuclear energy from that. We get fusion energy. We get real energy, practical applications in terms of energy, right? We got the nuclear bomb, the atom bomb. We got a lot of shit like that. GPS. Okay, all right, drop the pill on me. I'm not aware of that. Show me how Einstein is necessary for GPS. No satellite communication is possible without special relativity. Is that true? Let me look it up. Special relativity in GPS. All right, we're looking it up. 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 Okay? We're looking it up. What? Where's the chat? Here. We're looking it up. Okay? We're looking it up. We're looking it up. We're looking it up. Okay? We're going to look it up. Right here. Did my stream just F? Did my stream just fucking F? My stream just fucking F? What are you guys freaking out for? What are you guys freaking out about, huh? What are you freaking out for? We're gonna check. I don't buy this Einstein shit. I don't just buy it. I don't buy it. But we're gonna see. We're gonna check together. We're gonna check together to see if there's truth to this claim. Is there truth to this claim? Is there reality to this claim? Or is it jibber jabber that comes from nonsense and nothing? Okay? So, we're gonna check. We're gonna fact check. Thank you so much, Roxov!
They ban anyone who goes against NFO. Anyone who invites Semyon for an interview on the Ukraine cognitive warfare is banned and the channel is deleted, strike or no strike.
I believe it. Holy fuck, thank you so much for the 50. Yeah. I can invite him on Rumble and nothing will happen, right? Check this out, guys. Check this out. Check this shit out. Okay. So we're gonna look at what good is relativity. I'm talking about special relativity. I'm talking about special relativity, not regular relativity. Base. Thank you so much.
The real red pill
MK.
is that special and general relativity can be formulated with no 4D spacetime using variable speed of light.
How do you achieve variable speed of light? That's the question. Because an observer sees satellites in motion relative to them, special relativity predicts that we should see their clocks ticking more slowly. Special relativity predicts that onboard atomic clocks on the satellites should fall behind clocks on the ground by 7 microseconds per day because of the slower ticking rate due to time dilation. This is bullshit. This is like jibber jabber. So what? Because they fucking changed the atomic clocks of the satellites by 7 microseconds? That proves special. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's not good enough for me. That's just not good enough for me. Okay? That's not good enough for me. That's not good. So there's one thing. I don't buy that. I don't buy that. Einstein was wrong. He was full of shit. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Time, he says time and space, or there's no such thing as space-time. You know what? Let me ask you a question. If Sabine, hey Sabine, if I sit here and I deny space-time is real and that it exists, What changed? If I become dictator of America and I say we're not acknowledging space-time anymore, how will that hurt industry? How will that hurt the actual practical methods we employ? How will that... It's an open question. I don't know. I might be wrong. How will it hurt anything? How will it hurt anything? It's not that special relativity doesn't get good predictions. It's just that it has too much metaphysical baggage. That's all I think. Because of the idea of space-time. Why is there this idea of space-time? Sounds metaphysical to me. Doesn't it sound... It sounds metaphysical to me. We don't even understand gravity. What is gravity? What is gravity? Think about it. Shouldn't gravity be something? Oh, it's space-time bending? That sounds like jibber-jabber. Come on. Sounds like jibber-jabber. And it's not reconciled with modern... It's not reconciled with how things work on a quantum level. It will help since $1 billion are going to more useful things. I don't know. Right? It's a mathematical convenience. Space-time isn't a substance. I don't believe in this idea of space-time. I think general space-time. I don't believe in it. I don't believe in it. I just think Sabine Hosenfender exists. Everyone's saying, who's the opposite of Andrew Tate? Sabine. Sabine Hosenfender is the opposite of Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate is promoting a message of the return of masculinity. Sabine Hosenfender is promoting a message of transforming human beings into estrogen-riddled jellyfish. If you listen to Sabine, you give up on life. If you listen to Sabine, there's no more motivation in life. Why even get up in bed in the morning? Why do anything? Why do anything? If you listen to Sabine, there's no motivation, there's no manhood, there's no anything. It's all estrogen for life. Forever. Forever. Sabine Hosenfender. Sabine is wrong. Wrong on many counts. On many counts, actually. I mean, we have to cover the World Economic Forum, right? But Sabine Hosenfender, I'm gonna explain to you some shit. I'm gonna explain to you some shit. Okay, let's go ahead and watch it.
Welcome everyone.
Look at this. Thank you so much, Blackpack.
Lucky me, I stopped listening to her
Good.
about 4 months ago.
Stop listening to Sabine Hosenfender because she says science knows without the gobbledygook. That's how she tricks you, because she makes it seem like this is the real science, and this is no, it's not. It's all fraud. Look at this bullshit. Without the gobbledygook. Shut up. How pretentious can you be? This is all gobbledygook. You guys know what's funny? I am Sabine's first enemy ever. There's no one on the internet. There's no one on the internet who's declaring war on Sabine. No one is doing this. It's only me. And I'm declaring war on the science community of YouTube. I am. I'm breaking the Matrix. I actually want to break the Matrix. A lot of people think this isn't part of the Matrix. This is the fucking Matrix. You guys think the Matrix is just politics? You guys think the Matrix is just culture war shit? This is the Matrix! They're rotting your mind! They're keeping you mentally enslaved! They're teaching you jibber-jabber! They're teaching you nonsense that's keeping you unmotivated in life! They're not allowing you to be motivated in life! They're teaching you the disgusting things about reality that are anti-human, that are anti-God! I'm declaring war! You trust this? I don't!
A tractor beam that didn't quite live up to my expectations, and of course, the telephone will ring. A small startup in the US is pushing forward with climate engineering by injecting chemicals into the atmosphere before...
Should I make a tweet about Einstein? It won't go viral. I've made too many tweets today. You want me to make an Einstein tweet? Einstein? Yeah, my tweets are not going viral today. They're not doing well. They're not doing well. Gotta wait a day. Anyway, guys, listen. Listen. If you trust this, you're sorely mistaken. You're severely mistaken. Okay? I'm going to explain it to you. I'm going to explain it to you. You don't think this is part of the Matrix? It is. And Sabine has no idea that she is so disliked by me. Imagine if Sabine finds out. Imagine if she found out. Her only enemy on YouTube. The only person calling out her bullshit. The only person calling out her bullshit. Okay? I'm the only one. No one else. Literally only me. Only me. Sabine Hosenfender, a revisionist. She's a revisionist, a capitalist rotor, and she's pushing jibber jabber and nonsense. She's pushing jibber jabber and nonsense.
Anyone can stop them.
She fakes her accent too. Did you know that? Her accent is fake.
We know that injecting certain substances into the atmosphere at high altitude...
It's meant to program your brain into trust. Thank you, MK.
Take the variable speed of light pill. Space-time is 100% fake.
reflects sunlight back into
Thank you so much.
space and cools the planet. We know that this works because volcanoes sometimes blast dust so high up in the air that it continues to live.
You know what, Sabine, you're not a geologist, so you're like way out of you're way in over your head. You're not a climate scientist. You're not a geologist, Sabine. You're way over your head. I'm not even going to listen to what you say. You don't have the credentials.
There is to it. Building a quantum computer requires several ingredients. First, you need the quantum bits, the qubits. Then you need a way to control the qubits. You need an algorithm to do your calculation, and then you need a way to read out the result.
Why do you hate me, Sabine? What did I do? Why does she look at me with such a ferocious, hateful look? As if I did something to her. As if I am wrong and she's right. And she is correcting my views. No, I'm right, Sabine. You're wrong.
The new research, which was just published in Nature Nanotechnology, improves the control of silicon-based qubits. Silicon-based qubits are popular in some companies because they can be mass-produced with the existing technology for standard computers. The two states of those qubits are spin states, either of an electron or of an atomic nucleus. These silicon qubits do not work with superconductivity, but they still have to be cooled to about 20 millikelvin to keep the spin state stable. This is a much higher temperature than
Trust me, she's wrong about this. Trust me.
superconducting qubits, which must be cooled to a temperature of a few millikelvin.
I'm just kidding. I don't know what she's talking about. I don't know if it's right or wrong. I can't say.
Though I'd argue that 20 millikelvin still isn't exactly warm. In any case, the new research tackles the question of how to control those qubits. Researchers usually control spin qubits with microscopic magnets, but the tricky part is
she might be saying correct information, right? The information might be correct, but the way she's saying it is so deceitful. The way she's saying it is just wrong. She's just so deceitful. Sabine, I see past your deception. I see past your web of lies. I see past your gobbledygook and the way you're pronouncing these things and saying these things to what? Give people the reassuring idea of, oh, there are things in nature that are so interesting. Oh, And that I and the computer robot knows everything. And the scientists have discovered all of these things. And the scientists know it all. And you should trust Dr. Fauci every time he says, but the science... It's like the way she says it is deceitful. What she's saying is not wrong. What she's saying is not wrong. But the way she says it is such deception.
Manipulate the spins of electrons without disturbing their neighbors, kind of like trying to raise your hand in a crowded lecture hall without knocking the phone out of your neighbor's hand.
Now, see the tonal punctuation is false, Sabine, because Sabine, she goes, and that's why you have to understand that physics does not conform to your preconceptions or your humanity. That is quite an awkward conclusion, but it is nonetheless objectively correct. It is just how things in the universe are, because they are inherently messy and meaningless. And that's just how things are. See, it's her aesthetic. It's the subconscious aesthetic that's implicit in everything she says. What she's saying is not necessarily wrong, but it's just loaded with this like pathological unconscious aesthetic of like what truth and science is. And it's just programming the brain of stupid people to be like, oh yes, and that's why the universe is, rather than elegant, something awkward and rather interesting to report. Rick and Morty, an awkward nihilism that is nonetheless correct. If you want to pass my class, it's like this is I'm gonna tell you what Sabine is saying. I'm gonna explain to you the message of Sabine. The message of Sabine is this, right? I'm gonna give you the. This seems unhinged right now. Trust me. Ask her what her politics are, what she thinks of Donald Trump. Guaranteed she's blue pill on everything. Trust me, okay? Trust me. Let me explain this, right? I'm waiting for the donut. Give me a sec. Red Dawn! Thank you so much for the 10. Hey guys. YouTube delays it. Alright. I'm pausing donations until I finish my bit, okay? Because it's not going through. Well, I just went through. Thank you so much, Red Dawn. Appreciate you.
Break their cage, Yura.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Red Dawn. Listen, this is what Sabine does. This is what she does, right? Well, you may be searching for meaning in life, as Andrew Tate is teaching you, but I just have to tell you, your life is meaningless. Everything you care about is meaningless. The whole universe is meaningless. I know I don't want to break to you this bad news. It's just an awkward fact about how our universe works. And it's just a quirky truth. That is how we're going to go to space. And you will escape the meaninglessness of your life by fantasizing about space travel and being on rocket ships. As science progresses forward and marches forward, we need to remove the gobbledygook in our lives that teaches us that life is meaningful and that you should make yourself make something of your life. When, as a matter of fact, the qubits are programmed to really say that it's all meaningless. Like, that's the aesthetic she gives. That's like the vibe she gives off, right? Isn't it? Am I wrong? Guys, am I crazy? Am I crazy or what? That's how I see it. That's how I see it.
The team had been experimenting with different magnetic fields.
Sabine! In her whole life, she never been roasted this hard. I guarantee you. I guarantee you in her whole life. Nobody came after Sabine like this. I guarantee you. Her whole journey on YouTube has been devoid of adversity. She doesn't know what it's like to be banned What does she know of the cold heart? What does she know about the cold outdoors of getting banned, getting persecuted, getting slandered about, getting smeared? Sabine has never known any adversity. Sabine has never gotten the smoke. Nobody has ever roasted Sabine. Nobody has ever critiqued Sabine. Nobody has ever criticized. Nothing, man. Nothing. Ain't no negativity ever been thrown her way. And yet, she is declaring war on God with her goddamn tone of voice. She's declaring war on God. You will lose, Sabine. You will lose.
And materials to increase the accuracy with which the qubits could be operated. And they succeeded, but not in the way they expected. By coincidence, or maybe good fate...
Nah, you full of shit, Sabine. You're wrong.
Microwave antenna emitted a more powerful electrical field.
Nah, that ain't how it works, Sabine. That's not how it works.
And they noticed that they could...
No, they didn't notice. No, they didn't. They didn't notice, Sabine. You're wrong. You're wrong, Sabine. That's not how I would describe it. Even if I was relaying the same information, I would not be describing it as you are, with such a dreary, nihilistic aesthetic. It's just miserable, okay? You're just trying to say, I'm going to sum up what Sabine's saying. What is Sabine saying?
And they succeeded, but not in the way they expected. By coincidence, or maybe good fate, the microwave antenna emitted a more powerful electrical field than planned.
So I'm going to explain that in a way that's truthful, okay? I'm going to explain that in a way that's truthful, okay? So here's what's actually going on, right? So they were... what did she say again? What did she say again?
Based.
Thank you so much, Jimmy.
My dad loves Rick and Morty. What do I do?
Disown him.
The team had been experimenting...
I'm just kidding. I don't know, man.
...with different magnetic fields and materials to increase the accuracy with which the qubits could...
So the team needed a more accurate measurement of these qubits, so they needed to increase the accuracy by using a electrical field. But little did they know the electrical field was actually stronger than they expected. They don't know what the reason is, but some are hypothesizing that this might be a good reason, right? It just shows we don't know that much about what we're dealing with here. Like, that's how I would be toning this shit. That's how I'd be saying this shit. I would not be saying some shit like, well, because the universe finds new ways to show us how meaningless it all is. No, I wouldn't be, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be saying it like that.
Could be operated, and they succeeded, but not in the way they expected. By coincidence, or maybe good fate, the microwave antenna emitted a more powerful electrical field than planned, and they noticed that they could actually use an electric field to manipulate a spin by exploiting...
And then when that happened, they realized, oh my God, we can actually manipulate the spins with the electrical field. So they were actually able to do this. That's really interesting. That opens up a lot of implications, a lot of things we didn't know before. Like, that's how I would be toning this shit. That's how I'd be wording it.
A different type of spin coupling. The good thing about this is that controlling qubits with electric fields is simpler and the equipment takes up less space. So this rather unexpected spin-off.
Yo. Hold on. MK, thank you so much. Thank you so much, MK. Appreciate you. I appreciate you, MK. Watch me get persecuted for this shit, man. You can't go after the scientists. Oh, no, you can't question the scientists. Watch me get attacked for this. Watch me get under assault for this. If Sabine balls in your court, I'm an Afro-Asiatic Mediterranean male. Thank you so much, MK.
What sounds more legit? Gravity bends space and time, which are fundamentally the same? Or light moves slower in a gravity field and space and time are different? Frauds like Sabine say the former.
Yeah, what a fraud. Thank you so much for the 10. Listen, guys, anything that Sabine says, I'm an Afro-Asiatic Mediterranean male, and Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter, Sabine. Don't silence Afro voices. Don't be out here silencing Afro voices when they criticize you for your white splaining. Oh yeah, I'll go there, Sabine. This is white splaining. This is white splaining. I'm being white-splained when I listen to her. I'm being white-splained when I listen to her. You didn't think I was going to bring race into it? Of course I will. Critical race theory. Race is everywhere, and it's especially here. This is all white-splaining, white supremacy, and I have none of it. I will have none of it. As an Afro-Asiatic Mediterranean male, Black Lives Matter, Sabine, I'm not having none of your bullshit. I can detect white supremacy from this from a mile away. Everything she's saying. Everything she's saying oozes with structural white racism of white supremacy. Everything. Thank you, Fly On. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Down with Einstein Hawking 4D spin
Yeah, fuck them.
rectilinear
Especially
couple
Hawking.
n-dimensional Lacanian Poincare microfluid information topology of desire.
Based. Thank you so much, Fly On. You know, Stephen Hawking, I'm not allowed to come for him. So catch me on Rumble. I can't come for Stephen Hawking on YouTube. There's nothing. I got nothing to say about that. I got nothing to say about Ah, shit, I got nothing to say about that. You know, I'm going to tell you, he was wrong. 100% dead wrong, but I can't roast Stephen Hawking on YouTube. They will take my shit away forever. And they won't even give me a strike. They just delete my channel. After they hear what I had to say about Stephen Hawking, they would just delete my channel. I can't say shit about him. That's the most protected man on YouTube. I can't say shit. I can't say shit about him. So we're gonna leave it at that. We're gonna leave it at that. Yo, you win, Sabine, with censorship again. Only censorship. That's all I have. If I wasn't censored, Sabine, you would not be. I would be way bigger than you. I would get more. How much views does this get? If there's no censorship, I would have 50. I would have 80,000 views over your 57. If I wasn't censored.
Excuse the pun, might come
But
in.
I have to practice censorship. No, there's no fucking debate tonight. It's tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. For fuck's sake, tomorrow night.
Handy for building bigger quantum computers. You might think you'd know if a nuclear bomb went off, what with the mushroom cloud and the Twitter outrage and all that, but explode a weapon underground and it's easy to mistake a nuke for a few megatons of TNT, a problem that we're all familiar with.
You know, I'm not, you know what I mean? You see how she says that shit? You see how Sabine's saying that shit? You see how she presents it? You see how she says it? You see the tonal thing when it comes to that? I'm done with this revisionist. Speaking of revisionism, Vietnam is taking measures against Luna Oi. Vietnamese president is submitting their resignation. This guy is a U.S. ball licker, by the way. He's a U.S. Empire ball licker. This dude's resigning. This dude's resigning. Okay? Let's get on a serious note, guys. We're done with the memes. We're done with the memes for now. We're gonna get on a serious note. He's resigning, and there's a meeting of the Central Committee of the CPV. Oh, this is nice. They dismissed him, and here's what they're doing over in China. He resigns amidst a corruption scandal. So Vietnam is going on an anti-corruption purge, apparently. Violations and wrongdoing of numerous officials under him. Luna Oi? I bet you Luna Oi is going to come out against this. If we see a Xi Jinping Vietnam, like they start doing an anti-corruption campaign and they start cracking down, Luna Oi 1000% is going to turn against Vietnam. 1000% is going to turn against the Communist Party. 1000% is going to turn against it. I guarantee you. Vietnam, you know what? We talk smack about Vietnam because they're just, because of the democracy cringe and all this stuff. If Vietnam becomes based, we will give Vietnam the credit. We will start repping Vietnam. We will start repping Vietnamese flags. We love Ho Chi Minh. We've always loved Ho Chi Minh. We will put the past behind us. Forget about the Sino-Vietnamese War. We'll forget about it. We'll put a lot of things in the back burner, and we will support a sovereign Vietnam, no nonsense Vietnam, kick out the imperialist Vietnam, anti-corruption purge Vietnam. We will support that 100%. So I'm praying and I'm hoping, because we have Luna Oi did a lot of damage to Vietnam's reputation in the infrared community. Not gonna lie, Luna Oi single-handedly did horrible damage to the reputation of all of Vietnam. Just like the Greek Communist Party did a lot to tarnish the reputation of Greece. Communist rule countries intensifying its fight against corruption. Despite concerns, the campaign is paralyzing routine transactions. The party disciplined the Minister of Foreign Affairs over the alleged involvement in several ministry officials in the diplomat scandal. Highly unusual. Oh no, the libs are seething. Vietnam is a country with single-party rule. It could mean a greater crackdown on dissenting voices. Crackdown, you say?
There's a party going on right here. A celebration
I wonder.
to last throughout the year.
I wonder who they'll be cracking down on.
And your laughter too. We gon' celebrate your party with you. Come on now. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. And have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on! It's a celebration.
Okay, we're celebrating. We're celebrating. I'll have a message for Vietnam. Listen, Vietnam. Listen, Vietnam. If you want to silence and censor some voices, I want to tell you something, Vietnam. You have the right to do it. Because don't let these Americans tell you, oh, yeah, we have freedom of speech. Vietnam, I'm telling you, they censor the shit out of me, Vietnam. So do your thing. Do your thing. Do your thing. 21. Let's do it. Vietnam, can you do something for me? Can you censor non-compete less for me? Vietnam, can you do something for me? Can you censor Luna Oi best for me? Can you do that, Vietnam? Can you do that? Because Vietnam, they're going to say it's a crackdown. We don't have freedom of speech here. YouTube throttles the fuck out of my streams. They shadow ban me. They ban me for a week. Jackson gets demonetized. Sneeko gets fucking banned. Andrew Tate gets banned. They ban the fuck out of anyone they don't like here in America, Vietnam. So you got to do your thing. Do your thing. We don't have, there's no such thing as freedom. So they're just selling you this illusion that there's freedom. There's no freedom anywhere in the world, okay? U.S. is the worst censorship. They censor the shit out of me for a week, okay? So Vietnam, I'm giving you as an American, Vietnam, listen to me, Vietnam. I am an American citizen. I was born here, I'm an American citizen. I give you the green light to be authoritarian. This country censors the shit out of everybody. Don't let them ever tell you this is a free guy. It's all bullshit. 100% bullshit. It's a fraud. It's a lie. Okay? So Vietnam, I am doing my civic global duty as a citizen of the world and as a citizen of America to give Vietnam the green light to be an authoritarian country. As an American, Dylan Burns, I'm using my American freedom to tell Vietnam, you don't need to buy into this illusion of freedom. I get fucking banned, censored, deplatformed everywhere I fucking go. Do not ever buy into this bullshit about freedom of speech. It doesn't exist anywhere in the world. Yeah. Yeah. Vietnam. I'm the leader of America. I know you have a lot of respect for America. Forget about it. Forget about it. Don't listen to what Biden says, what Kamala Harris says. Listen to me. Don't worry about America, Vietnam. Go do your thing. Go do your thing. Go link up with China. Go do your thing. Link up with... Don't worry about America, okay? Don't worry about America. America's my turf. Now, Luna Oi, who lives in your country, she's stepping on our turf here in America. You don't want any of that, right? Do your own thing. Be authoritarian. Do whatever you want. Don't let them tell you, oh, freedom of speech, freedom of this. We don't have freedom here. I get censored everywhere I fucking go. The principle of American freedom and the open society is the biggest wad of bullshit in the history of the world. And it's not just recently either. If you were a communist in the 1950s, they censored the fuck out of you. These were the first people that got censored, by the way. You want to talk about censorship in this country? The first people they started censoring were the communists. First ones. Now the fake communists are in control, and they censor everyone else. They censor me, they censor you, they censor me, a real communist, and they censor you, a freedom-loving patriot. We all get censored here. We all get censored. By these fake communists, fake socialists, frauds. Obama! 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 Oh, America is such a moral authority. Obama! 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 Yes, America is the biggest moral authority in the world. Obama! Barack Obama! Barack Obama! Barack Obama! Obama! Barack Obama! Barack Obama! Barack Obama. Barack Obama. You have to legalize certain things in your country for Barack Obama. Barack Obama. Gaddafi's got to go. Barack Obama. Barack Obama. Yes, we can. Change. Obama. Obama. Hi. Obama. Barack Obama. Obama. Change. Obama. A firm hand. Obama. Obama. Vietnam. 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 Obama. Vietnam. Obama. Vietnam. Obama. Vietnam, don't buy this shit. It's all bullshit. Okay? It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. And then, you want me to do the Joe Biden one? Joe Biden. China. I mean, Viet Cong. Thailand. Vienna. Vienna. We gotta tell Vietnam. Vienna. Don't be you gonna listen to that? Come on. Alright? Come on. At least Obama. 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 Barack Obama. 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 Barack Obama. 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 Ready? Hillary Clinton! It's her! It's my turn! I'm a woman! I'm gonna do the Hillary Clinton one. Ready? Let's do the Hillary Clinton one. Ready? I'm a woman! I'm a woman! I'm a woman! Hillary! I'm a woman! Hillary! Right? Right? That's what it was. Joe Biden, what does he have? Trump basically had, you know what Trump's was? It was silent. Trump didn't give a fuck what anyone did. He just left everyone alone. Okay, he just left everyone alone. Okay? That's why he was the best one. Trump didn't have one. Trump just was chilling with Kim Jong-un. He didn't do this. Obama. Africa, listen to me. I'm a black guy. I'm a black guy, Africa, so that means I can boss you around without being racist. Obama. 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 You guys want to know what inspires me? You want to know what inspires me? Oh man, I'm so looking forward to this future. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh do. I'm so country. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeehaw.
Looking back in time, learning hindsight,
She's a white woman. White woman. Thank you, Chris
Einstein
Morlatt.
made the call to publish Dialectics of Nature in 1922. Can we rehabilitate Einstein? I can go with Vanishing Sabine for her awful aesthetic.
Thank you so much. Chris, yeah, maybe we'll rehabilitate. I don't know. I didn't know that. I trust your word a lot, Chris, so there's that too. So, yeah, we'll see.
It's 2016, and this time I'm a thinking, guys, put your boots on and let's spend. Yes, thinking about one great lady like the women in my life. She's a mother, a daughter, and through it all, she's
Back in the days.
Oh,
I'm thinking about the days before Andrew Tate, and I'm thinking about the days before the red pill took off.
Now it's time for us to stand up with Hillary.
Come on.
Stand up.
Got a bomb, Libya, got a bomb, Middle East.
Don't matter if you're living across this great land in a red or blue state.
I didn't even guess this detail. Why is he riding passenger on the fucking motorcycle? Imagine you saw a dude on the road and he's driving. You can't do this in the Andrew Tate era. I'm sorry. You can't do this. If you post this to Twitter, you get roasted, all right? You can't do this in these days. We've regressed, okay? Imagine you see a dude holding his girl on a... He's holding his girl on a... Hillary. It's just, you can't do that. You can't do that. This is the...
There is a song called
Thank
Get
you,
Out of
Jay
My
Grimes.
Country, which is about fakers like these.
This is the first simp in American history. He started it. All these angry dudes in my quote tweets is these simps. Oh, Hillary, it's her turn. I'm a star, riding passenger on the bike. And it's woman's turn to be in charge. That's the first simp.
American dream is at stake. mistake, and there's some hard choices that need to be made.
Oh yeah, these are exactly the people who voted for Hillary. Spot on with your prediction.
We're needing a leader who's tough and who's got vision for ancillary.
What is this shit, man? What is this shit? You can't do that.
And that's not
You know, this is a guy who's confident in his masculinity. That's what it is. I'm confident in my masculinity. Yeah, I'll ride passenger. I'll ride passenger on the bike. Yeah, I'm confident in my masculinity. I'm really a redneck. This is not a fake accent. Sir, your coffee's here. Well, my coffee. Where's my latte?
Have you heard the Taliban song by Toby Keith?
Thank you so much, Over. I didn't listen to that. I'm a real redneck. I'm a real country boy. And then, sir, your coffee's here. I'm gonna give me my coffee. What the fuck is this? There's not enough sugar in my coffee. It's bad enough. I have to like pretend to be like this country boy. This is actually how I talk. This is actually how I really talk. Are you a country boy for Hillary? Why are you making me do this? I don't want to rednecks. Why do we need their vote? They're all just misogynists anyway, and they're really homophobic.
lady like the women in my life. She's a mother, a daughter,
sister too. She's a loving wife. And there's something about Hillary, something about it. Something about Hillary being about it. Something about it being Hillary.
She's a loving wife. Oh, there's something that her this great lady, good, hardworking, wants a first lady. She fights for country and my family. Now it's time for us to stand up with Hillary.
Thanks so much, Bill. I appreciate you, man.
Thank you. If I didn't find your content, I probably wouldn't have dropped out of studying political science and ended up one of those leftist sycophants.
Thank you so much, 50. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate your words, man. Thank you. She's a duh. Can you just do this? You just like ride on a motorcycle on the back. Are you allowed to do that? Should be illegal. That shit just don't sit right with me. It really don't. Call me old fashioned. Call me an old country boy. But I don't know about that. I'm pro country too, but this is not real country, okay? This is not real country. This is the most caricatured, fake, synthetic, fake version I've ever seen. Okay, this shit is just fake as fuck. Okay? And at the World Economic Forum, China at the World Economic Forum, someone linked this to me. I made this tweet. And basically, I said China's the biggest threat to the World Economic Forum agenda. Let me find where I said it. Yeah, China's the #1 threat to the WEF agenda. Someone linked this tweet. And they were like, no, Haas, you're wrong. Because here's why. So I used to like these Politstrom guys, but then here's the source. Okay. Davos. This is recent. Special address by the Vice Premier of the People's Republic of China. A lot of people ask me this question. Okay. A lot of people ask me this question. Why does China participate in the World Economic Forum? Why is China going to the WEF? And because China has to be diplomatic, because China is telling all of the rich people and the elites who currently have investments in China, China has to give them messaging and shit to veer them and steer them in whatever direction. China's not just going to cut off all ties from the world's elite and declare war. That's how you declare war, right? What China's doing is basically having a red line understanding with them, saying, this is our sovereignty, it's not going to be compromised. We'll do business with you, trade business, but we're a totally different country. China doesn't recognize the authority of the WEF over China. It recognizes that the WEF is where the Western ruling class is. So China's just doing business with the people that rule the Western world. It is. But that doesn't mean China is part of the agenda. It's not. China is sending its representatives to tell these people, this is where China stands. This is what you can expect as far as China's, economy and market is concerned. But it's just business. It's nothing more than business. They're not with the World Economic Forum when it comes to the political agenda. And I'm actually going to prove that to you with a tweet by Chris Morlock that I saw on my TL, which, actually outlines the real views of Klaus Schwab, okay? This is what Klaus Schwab says, and he's a fascist. Klaus Schwab is a fascist. This is what he says. Schwab says, generally speaking, we have three models. The first is shareholder capitalism, which is maximizing profits. The second model is what he calls state capitalism, which entrusts the government with setting the direction, and it's emerged in China and other markets. And now Schwab says, I want a stakeholder capitalism that positions private corporations as trustees of society, literally corporates of society in the fascist sense of the word, and is clearly the best response to today's social and environmental challenges. So Karl Schwab is basically proposing, in direct contradiction to the Chinese model, a state corporate fascist model where the private corporations become literal corporates of the state. This is like the ESG shit, and it's basically you have a monopoly of private corporations who rule society and, but do coordinate their political power together. So he's promoting a really extreme form of monopolism. Right? Well, let's contrast that to what the Chinese have actually said. So I want you guys to look at this, because Politstrom emphasized this one, but they ignored a crucial part. We must let the market play a decisive role in resource allocation. We will deepen the reform, support the private sector, promote fair competition, anti-monopoly, and entrepreneurship. Now look at this, anti-monopoly, highlighted word. China's making it clear that in their economic system, there's no World Economic Forum elites. There's no Davos elites in China, because China is promoting anti-monopoly policies. Promoting policies that the Canadian truckers and the Dutch farmers would deeply appreciate if they had a China-style system in their own country, to be honest, compared to what they have now. So China's basically telling these people at Davos, we have an anti-monopoly orientation. That's not the stakeholder capitalism of Karl Schwab, which wants to strengthen the monopolies even more. They have an anti-monopoly, pro-entrepreneurship, pro-small business policy line. Look, in this whole thing, I don't see anything about environmentalism. Economic development is the primary and central task, okay? Socialist market economy, opening up, rule of law, innovation-driven development, nothing about environmentalism so far. Here, the final thing. We need a global response to climate change. Push for global cooperation on climate change. Work with other countries to tackle serious issues posed by climate change. So that's like if there's floods or if there's natural disasters that break out. There's nothing about net zero. There's nothing about reducing carbon footprints. Nothing about that here. Climate change, the climate is actually changing. There's an increase in natural disasters. So far, we don't see anything in line with the WEF agenda, right? I knew he was going to mention it, just didn't know how. Because as soon as I saw this, I was like, yeah, he's got to talk about it, right? But this is very vague. He just talks about international cooperation. China's addressing America and Europe. The World Economic Forum rules America and Europe. If you want China to address patriots instead, prove yourself worthy of China's recognition. That's what I'm trying to do, right? But right now, China has to look out for its own fucking interests and defend itself. The World Economic Forum elites know they're not going to be able to get away with their Great Reset agenda unless they go to war with China. China knows this too, by the way. China has to maintain diplomatic cordiality, right? Just because of the immediate economic effects of China completely cutting off. That would like devastate their economy. And it would create instability. China, but there's a long game at play here. And China is well aware of that, right? So people need to be aware that just because China gives a speech to the World Economic Forum doesn't mean it's part of the World Economic Forum agenda. It's telling these people where China stands and what China's position is while maintaining their own agenda and their own sovereignty. They're not part of the World Economic Forum's plan. Okay? They're just telling them where we stand as China, because unless China wants to completely destroy the world economy, China still has to do business with the elites at the World Economic Forum. It has to. These are the people who control America, control Europe. What do you want China to do? Go to war? Right? I prefer they do business with we the people instead. But in order to do that, we need to be the ones in power. We're not. That's the problem. Right? So it's our problem, not China's. China's the number one threat to the World Economic Forum agenda of degrowth. Because look, the first thing China says right here, economic development as primary and central. It's the first thing China says. Not environmentalism. Economic development is what's primary and central. The World Economic Forum does not agree. The World Economic Forum says if development requires taking a toll at the environment, then no development. Reduce the population instead of enrich the population. That's the mentality here. It's the opposite of China's philosophy, right? So anyone who thinks that is just wrong. Anyone who thinks this stuff about China being, oh, China represents the agenda, it's just completely a fabrication. It's completely wrong. It's completely synthetic. Thank you, Destiny's Cracked here. Holy fuck. Thanks, man. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Holy fuck. Thanks, man. Yeah. That's what they say. It's not what they do. Exactly. You're precisely right. Precisely correct. Precisely correct. Hillary. Oh, there's something about Hillary Clinton. Something about Hillary. Alright, guys. No, I'm just kidding. Nothing's ending. But what I am going to do is I'm going to set up the stream for tomorrow, and then we're going to have fun and catch up for, I'm not going to the gym tonight. So, there's that. Not going to the gym. Guys, I want to ask you guys a question. What do you think of the new logo? Tell me right now. New logo, yay or nay? Give it to me straight. Yay or nay? 1's for the new logo, 2's for the old logo. Oh yeah, Patreon Q&A. We have to do that. You're right. I'm seeing a considerable amount of 2's. Guys, don't completely transition to the new logo yet, because it's just I'm just testing it right now. So if you have infrared profile pictures, I am not really getting rid of anything. I'm just testing it, right?
Based.
Thank you so much, Red Dawn. Appreciate you, man. Let me check something. The Drew Pavlou debate. What was it called again? Does anyone remember? It was like from 57 years ago. I know you guys screenshot it. Let me look in the Discord. You guys did screenshot it. Debate night, infrared versus Drew Pavlou. Okay, that's what it's called.
Based.
Thank you so
New
much,
logo
Jimmy.
looks powerful.
All right.
Based.
Thank you
The
so
new logo
much,
is better.
Johnny.
The colors fit with your space intro.
Thank you so much, Johnny. Appreciate you, man. I think it's nice too. I think it's nice too. Let's add some tags. Oh, there's something about it. Tomorrow's the 19th, right? Tomorrow's the 19th. We at 9 p.m. Alright. No! What a stupid fucking thing! Is that just previewing it or what? No shot! Okay, it's just previewing it. So weird. Alright. Don't know why these fucking streams are always so glitched. Hey guys, I'm making a tweet. Alright, send tweet. Alright. See this? See this, guys? Made the tweet. This time it's actually happening. There we go. And I'm gonna link it. Don't go there, I'm just gonna link it. Alright. Alright, we're good. We're good. Everything's good. Everything's solid. Everything's good. Everything's solid. Everything's great. We're good. Everyone, can you stop panicking? We're not panicking. Alright? We're not panicking. I'm not panicking. Hillary, she's a mother, daughter, and a man, and they's a great wife. Oh, there's something about Hillary is me. Yeah, YouTube is throttling the fuck out of this. Very clearly. Yeah, the stream's getting throttled hard right now. Hard. I've seen what they're doing on my fucking dashboard. It's crazy. Holy shit. YouTube throttles the fuck out of this. I'm thinking about this new logo, guys. Thinking about this new logo. And I'm not sure what to make of it. Honestly. Honestly, not sure what to make of it.
Happy Wednesday. Good evening and welcome to Tucker Carlson Tonight. So if you've been paying attention for the past 5 or 6 years, and we know you have been, you've probably noticed the inverted nature of modern language. Pretty much everything is precisely the opposite of what they claim it is. So the people who tell you they're defending democracy are promoting authoritarianism, which is not democracy. Then the Black Lives Matter movement winds up killing black people. Who would have seen that coming? Then our public health authorities make the population sicker.
Oh, fuck!
And this is our new favorite, these...
Oh, fuck. We have to do the Patreon Q&A. Alright, we're doing Patreon Q&A right now. Fuck. Can't believe I forgot about that. Yeah, a lot of people unsubbed from the Patreon. I don't blame you, honestly. I don't blame you. I have not been doing those Q&As. Do not blame you at all. Alright. gonna start right now. Damn, it's been like a month. We have not done these in a month. Fucking crazy. Alright, we're starting right now. What is your favorite book? Thank you so much, Americans Invented Techno. Appreciate you so much, man. What is your favorite book? Seminar by Lacan. Seminar 7, The Ethics of Psychoanalysis. It's the one I have a physical copy of as well. And that is what put me onto my theory of aesthetics. That's informed by Lacan's psychoanalysis. And my idea of the good, right, and goods and stuff. And it's so prescient because I've been reading Georges Bataille, getting really into that, and then I read Seminar 7 by Lacan, and all of a sudden I'm just kind of like, okay, I can really see the connection, the shared Kojèvean connection between them. And I can see how Lacan kind of really addresses what Bataille says pretty well. But yeah, Seminar 7, definitely. To me, yeah. And it deals with expenditure and sacrifice and so on and so on. So, yeah, that's the one I actually buried my head in, kind of read directly. Lacan is, I think there's more dense. I used to just kind of be a Žižekian until I actually just decided to read Lacan directly, and I feel like there's much more of a mystical density to Lacan than Žižek lets on. I think Lacan makes a lot of references to the occult, implicit ones, like Gurdjieff, for example, the Armenian from the former Russian Empire, the Armenian occultist, who Lacan draws from actually a lot. Lacan is always kind of making use of this web of references that you would not really get unless you were well read in the realm of religion and so on. There's a lot of references I don't even understand. It's just the ones I do. I'm like, wow, this is, he really takes it for granted a lot. Allende, thank you so much for being a patron. Thoughts on Nietzsche? I'm not a fan. I feel like the way in which Nietzsche tries to replicate the Eastern fatalism and vitalism is just extremely grotesque, is how I would describe it. I think Nietzsche is a kind of fake. He's like one of the first fakes, right? Although Nietzsche was very much respected by Groys, I think. Who was it who said Nietzsche was... Oh, Dugin. Sorry, Dugin believes Nietzsche was the last philosopher of the West, alongside Hegel. So I'm not sure. But I don't like the positive conclusions of Nietzsche's ideas. I don't. Rocksoft, thanks so much for being a patron. What is your interpretation of the satanic saying, as above, as below, so above? I'm not familiar with that saying at all. I'm familiar with as above, so below. So if that's what you're referencing, that's all I can talk about. I don't know if there's a kind of satanic inversion of that. But as above, so below is not a specifically satanic idea. It comes from the tradition of Western Hermeticism or esotericism, Christian esotericism in particular. And it's basically this idea that there's the microcosm, the order that's structured within the human self, and the macrocosm, the order of the cosmos, right? And that these are somehow isomorphic is the word? Is that, let me look up, let me see if that's correct. Isomorphic. Yeah, these are isomorphic. These are somehow not only similar in their structure, but they're directly related causally. So that has a lot to do with like astrology, for example. If you remember, Shakespeare in Julius Caesar says something like, I think it's Caesar tells this to Brutus or something. He goes, "It is not the stars that our fate is written in, but our own selves," right? Something like that. It's kind of, I think, a reference in many ways to this astrological view, but it's not exclusively astrological. The order of the cosmos is the key to the order of the inner self within. Actually, I can kind of expand on this and say, I think even if you look at Hegel, as above, so below, you have a similar thing going on, right? Where Hegel is dealing with the macrocosm of human history and the state and empires and so on and so forth, which just so happens to correlate and correspond with the inner realm of the mind, right? And for Hegel, this is mind. Human history is the development of mind, realizing itself. Spirit is really just the movement of mind, and it ends with absolute knowledge. Something similar is going on with Slavoj Žižek, who I am eternally indebted to in terms of philosophy, right? Or I don't know if I would call it philosophy, but my worldview on a very deep, visceral level, right? Žižek establishes an isomorphy between the realm of the quantum logic of how subatomic particles are behaving in the real, the physical, like in the actual quantum mechanics, and the logic of the signifier outlined by Lacan. So Lacan, who's dealing with the psyche of humanity, right, like the psychical drives, Žižek is establishing a connection between that, the point at which we appear to be the most departed from reality, which is in our pathos, and our psyche, and our drives, and our fantasies more specifically, right? Even in our ideology. The beautiful thing about Žižek and his work, it's unparalleled, right? Is because Žižek basically establishes that we actually approach the real, not when we turn away from our realm of fantasy and the mind and desire and so on and so forth, this pathological realm. That is the closest we get to approximating the most real of all reals, which for Žižek is represented in the quantum logic of modern physics, right? So this is an extremely, like for Žižek, it's like the object A of Lacan's desire, right? The surplus jouissance. Somehow this small little thing, this creature of the psyche, right, is correlated, or at least united in terms of having the same object as the subatomic particles below. So I think Žižek redeems humanity in a sense in the sea of Western realism, scientific realism, by saying that actually the closest we get to approximating the real is not through scientific knowledge, it's through this turmoil of the Freudian subject and of searching for our desires and happiness and ideology and so on and so forth. So I think this should be very much appreciated in Žižek. But that's also similar to as above, so below. Just where is above and where is below, right? Technically, the quantum particle physics would be the macrocosm in this case, but is it? You know? Can that really be said with confidence? I don't know. Yeah, Lacan is a Catholic equivalent of Hegel. I definitely agree with that. Lacan's very Catholic, but he's not Catholic because of his relation to institutions, as much as he's Catholic in relation to his idea that reality, metaphysically, is comprised of these knots, and these codes, right? Protestantism has a flat ontology, a kind of flat realism. It's a world of total depravity. There's no order, really, in this fallen world. Whereas Catholicism, there's a kind of metaphysical structuralism implicit in Catholicism. The sphere of French structuralism is just Catholicism. It's just theological Catholicism. And much can be explained just in those terms. Is it hinting at a relation with the very vulgar materialism? I wouldn't think so, Rocks Off. It is disturbing because it apes Lenin's dialectical relationship between ideas and necessity, but twists it. I don't know, because I think I see it's like a kind of reductionism, you think. I don't think that's what it is. I don't think that's what it is. I think it's more about a dialectic, an isomorphy between macrocosm and microcosm, which I don't think is reduced. I don't think that's about the relationship between ideas and reality. I think microcosm and macrocosm relate to each other in terms of the relation between virtualities and actualities. The world of the cosmos, for example, is about actualities, the actual structure of things, whereas the microcosm is about how our virtualities are structured, how our potentials are ordered by the mind. Things that are real, they're part of the real, but they just exist as virtualities, as potentials. That's what the mind is, really. The mind is just kind of reservoir of the virtualities latent in material reality itself that's given some kind of ordering or structure. That's why humanity has a privileged significance ontologically as the isthmus, if I'm pronouncing this correctly, the kind of mediator between heaven and earth, right? But modern science tells us human beings have no essential significance for being, but we're just like worms amidst everything else. There's no ontological privileging of man over other things. That's according to Western modern science. I reject it. Joseph, thank you so much for being a patron. Once we are in power in the CPUSA, how will we fight the current federal agents and the federal agents that will try to infiltrate the party? The soul of the party should not be in the party. That's how. The soul of the party is in the works of information and media and art, and the works of virtuous practice, too, that is also communicated. So information is where the soul of the party will be. Information either about works of art or works of political deed. I'll give you an example. You can't control what snakes are going to be in the party, but you can take note of Stephen Estrada's and follow the virtuous example of Stephen Estrada's. That's a form of information that comes from the real about actual political practice and experience. And that has a profound impact all by itself, right? It actually changes the reality of the party's structure. It affects the conditions of its possibility by furthering them. And that information is wild and unavoidable information. It literally impacts the web, the horizon of possibility, like a meteor impacts the planet in a way, right? Like Stephen Estrada proves you can do this. That's an unavoidable symptom that weighs on the party. So that is a form of information that can't be filtered out. And the other thing is works of art. So it's the virtuality that matters. In actuality, you can't control anything, but you can take the correct line and take the correct path. That path will relate to you as a virtuality. Thank you so much, Tom, for being a patron. All questions, I think. So, what is the best way to use a public urinal? Well, as a patron, you are entitled to the question. The correct way is to go to a urinal and piss in it with standing up and not bothering anyone around you. So none of the above, because he gave me a multiple choice question. Thank you so much, Townsight, for being a patron. How do you square Mao's apparent critiques of Deng? I think they were correct and they were carried out in practice. By the time Deng actually got in power, he had already received a good beating from Mao, so to speak. The Cultural Revolution already happened. Mao got his way, so to speak. So now it's Deng's turn to do something Mao really didn't critique him for, because he couldn't. Mao wasn't critiquing Deng for proposing, reform and opening up. Mao was critiquing Deng for neglecting the necessity of the Cultural Revolution. Well, the Cultural Revolution happened, but now weighed the real question of material economic necessity. And toward the end of Mao's life, Mao became cognizant of that fact as well. There is a strong continuity between late Mao and Deng, which Maoists have always tried to throw under the rug and deny, but it's definitely there. Tom, thanks so much for being a patron. What inspired you to get into philosophy at 14? Questioning my religion, dude.
based,
Thank you so much,
Mao
Chris.
never called Deng a capitalist roader. He was respectful.
Yeah, I think so too. That's my impression as well, Chris. Thanks so much for the 5. Yeah, Tom, it was questioning my religion, really. Didn't have a mentor, didn't have someone give me critique of pure reason. I didn't understand Kant until I was like 18 or something, right? I was just like looking for ways to justify to myself the possibility of my position. But I didn't deal with it. See, there's 2 phases of my philosophical development, my intellectual development. One was atheism. Okay, the second was modern science. Now, in the first case, I needed to find a way to justify my atheism, because now that I don't have religion anymore, I need to somehow be a materialist consistently and figure that out. But the second phase is when I started to actually learn. I didn't learn in my first phase much. The second phase is where I taught everything to myself. I had to learn, why is Marxism correct if it's scientific? What is science? I had to get into the philosophy of science, epistemology, all that kind of stuff. How do we know what we know? Why aren't we just positivists or empiricists? That's what made me have to read Kant and understand Kant. And eventually Hegel, actually. Demian, thanks so much for being a patron. Was Rome actually real? As far as I know, right? The Roman Empire isn't real. Produced 0 unique material culture.
2. What
They linked this in the Patreon.
this includes things like the aqueducts,
0 radiocarbon dates, Roman monuments.
their clothing
It's a fictional homogenization of European indigenous culture by the church.
style, the style of their buildings, their gods, everything. 2. What about the Byzantine Empire or the Ottoman Empire? Neither of those groups were Roman. They were Greco-Turkic in the former case, and Persian and Asian in the latter case. 3. What about the entirety of the written historical record? I am sorry to break the news to you, but we have 0 original copies of anything. Any Roman author you can think of, we have no record of their original manuscripts. All we have are medieval copies written in the 14th, 15th, 16th centuries that can be dated, and those were written by the church in scriptoriums.
I feel like it's kind of a stretch, right? I'm not going to pretend I'm an expert in archaeology or anything like that. I'm just going to say, I'm pretty sure other cultures took note of the Romans as real. Or no? I mean, I'm pretty sure, right? It's kind of Kind of stupid, really.
And they burned the originals. Now, this is weird because we do have documentation from civilizations that are older than Rome. 4. What about places like the Colosseum or Trajan's Column or Roman inscriptions written on things? You cannot radiocarbon date stone. The Colosseum has no artifacts that can be radiocarbon dated because it was looted. Trajan's Column matches another column from Greece, indicating that it was dragged there. The thing on top of it is a statue of the Pope.
That's sketchy. I think she's trying to say, like, Rome was just a Greek empire. It was never... There was no Roman Republic, I guess. It was just Greece. I don't know. I don't really buy it.
Added much later. Inscriptions don't have geological weathering on them. They were added much later. 5. What about ancient Chinese mentions of the Great Roman Empire? Those don't exist. They mention the Great Syrian Empire. And
oh, haters is going to love this one.
We have no idea how advanced Syria was because they've been at war for forever and archaeologists can't get in. 6. What about the city of Rome? The city of Rome was created by the Vatican after the Great Western Schism. It was cow fields until the 1500s. 7. Where did we get this fields until the Vatican after the Great Western Schism? It was cow fields until the cow fields. It was.
Is this real? Is this real? The city of Rome was created by the Vatican. What?
Western Schism. It was cow fields until the 1500s. 7. Where did we get this information from about Rome then? Mussolini and other fascists.
This is a prank. I knew this was bullshit. I was trying to be in good faith. Is it okay? Haas doesn't know everything in the world. Haas is not all-knowing. Maybe I should be open-minded. I'm convinced it's a troll. I'm 100% convinced. I'm convinced they're trolling. Like, they're really trolling, okay? Biggest troll on the internet. Not parody. Yeah, this is a troll, okay? 100%. A hilarious troll. I'll give you that. It's hilarious. I support this claim. Just because it's just like a thing that triggers people to say. So I just support it. Whoever, when I go on Twitter and I just see someone triggering people, I'm just like, yeah, I support them. I give it my seal of approval. I give it my seal of approval. Fuck it. People are getting triggered. I don't care about the truth. I just care about people getting triggered. Yeah. I'll support it. No problem. I hope that answers your question. Demian. Kyle, can you give your thoughts and insights on Wahhabism and its history? Wahhabism is a British plot that basically gassed up some random Arabian guy, Bedouin, who was launching a treasonous, treacherous revolt against the Ottomans in like the 18th century. And then later it became the ideology of the Arab Revolt during World War One. Some call it Islam's Protestant Reformation. Bedouin in the desert wanted to return to pure Islam. He didn't like how, he didn't like the fact that Islam became this huge empire with all this infrastructure and wealth and civilization. He said, no, we want to stay in the desert and just be in the desert and stuff. So that's Wahhabism. Boogaboo, top 5 Chinese movies. I can't name 5. I can name The Wandering Earth, Animal World. I love Animal World. And I can name the one on Netflix, The Artifact Stealer, the Dream Stealer one. I don't think I've watched like PRC movies. I don't remember. Black Ghost, thanks so much for being a patron. Do your parents know about infrared? Sorta. Do they know of the harassment? They know about the suit gate. They know about suit gate. Because my ill-fitting suit, I remember being at my parents' house, and it was a tight suit, and I said, guys, how does this look? And they're like, yeah, it's fine. So I was like, okay. And then everyone attacked me for it, and I was like, why did you tell me it was fine? And they were like, nah. And I was like, I don't care, whatever. So they know about that. And then, yeah, that's really it. That's really it. And my dad, well, I told my mom about it. I was like, why did you tell me the suit fitted fine? I was like, I didn't really look in the mirror. I was just like, does this fit well? And she's like, yeah, it fits fine. She's like, you know, like I got really like, apparently like that. It's just like the reason, it just like gave people an excuse to be distracted by something. Because the MAGA communism is like such a breakthrough. They can just focus on the suit. It's like they have something to be distracted with. I guess they're going to look for anything. Because if it wasn't for the suit, they would have talked about how my hair looked bad. Guaranteed, right? Then my dad walked in and he was just like, he's like, what are you talking about? And I briefly explained, he's like, oh, wow. He's like, why do you give a fuck? He's like, tell them you're garbage. What did he say? He's like, listen, I want you to go on there and tell them you're garbage. You're nothing. He wanted me to say some shit like that. And I'm like, I'm not even on Twitter. How am I going to, I can't say shit, right? But, my dad, sometimes he wants to come on the show. He told me, he's like, bring me on your show. And I'm too scared to, because I'll get fucking banned if I do. My dad's really super, super red pill based. If I bring him on the show, I will get banned. 100,000%. So I'm never bringing him on. Because if I do, I'm banned. I'll bring on Rumble. Fuck it. I'll bring on Rumble sometime. I forgot about that. Yeah, I can bring him on Rumble. But yeah. In many ways, my dad is more based than me. In many ways, actually. He's like more bannable than he's more bannable than I am. We're the same, but he does not have a filter like me. Like he will not ever censor himself. Like my dad will go to the gym and he will actually just like you smell bad. Like he'll actually just he doesn't have a filter. He'll just say anything on his mind. No filter. He cannot be censored, right? I have a filter. That's the difference. And he'll point out other things too I can't mention on stream, but yeah, my dad. Yeah. See you, Dang. Thank you so much for being a patron. What do you make? Like anytime he sees something out of the ordinary, he makes a point of pointing it out. Every time there's something out of the ordinary, he'll point it out. What do you make of the current situation? Thanks so much for being a patron in the Indian financial markets. That is not up my. I know nothing about that. Can we underestimate the impact of the ECB's quantitative easing measures? The liquidity wave from the Federal Reserve hike getting pushed back. Also, I think again, could you please upload selected film commentary of the Haas document? Yeah, I'll do that sometime. Do not test my patience. Okay, dude. Hassan has just finished a transcript of the Zizek and Dugan lecture. And I'm figuring out how I want to publish that one. But Hassan just finished that. Sent it to me today. I forgot to respond. That is a really good read. That's my favorite lecture I ever done, I think. That is one of my favorite lectures ever on YouTube. I'm going to actually, yeah, I might compile it, that lecture with some other lectures. And, super based. Super cool time. Super based. Thank you so much, PJ.
Rumble spin-off show, Hayes' dad.
Hassan is basically like doing transcripts of a lot of these streams. And we're probably going to compile it into a book. And, you know, good stuff. Good stuff. Orville, thanks so much for being a patron. Do you think the British royal family plays a prominent role among the global elite, or is their power only symbolic? No, I do think they play a role. I'm convinced. Don't ask me how I know that. I just do. Black Ghost, thanks for being a patron. Is there a redeeming quality of the Roman Empire? It gave birth to the Byzantine Empire. Of course. You, thanks so much for being a patron. I know you've gone over before. Can you give a few words regarding the compatibility of your interpretation of Marxist-Leninist communism and Islam? People don't understand how a Muslim can also be a communist. It was also a pleasure meeting you in San Diego. Yeah, what's up, you? How are you doing, man? Good to see you. It was also a pleasure meeting you, yeah. I think Marxism-Leninism is not a replacement for religion. Marxism-Leninism is just like a science. Thanks so much, Theodore. And I mean that just in the sense that it is just a way of recording the historical experience of having revolution and having a revolutionary state, and all the implications that come with that. It has never deigned to make assumptions about the core of moral authority that this derives from. That was kind of sometimes missing. That's what they were searching for in the Cultural Revolution, actually. And I think Islam could precisely be said moral core. But more broadly, my idea is that Islam does not actually make explicit. I don't believe what so-called Islamists say when they say, oh yeah, Islam is already a full system that was described 1,000 years ago. No, it's not. The political, social, economic manifestation of Islam has always changed throughout history. I don't think Islam is a dogma that says, you know, it's like a utopic blueprint for a society. I don't see it that way. I think Islam is a path. It's submission first and foremost, submission to God. And submitting to God has consequences as far as the worldly realm of human affairs that are not necessarily known beforehand. There are wisdoms, there are religious rulings on various things we are allowed and prohibited from doing and so on. But how do you predict a historical event? How do you predict the Industrial Revolution? Things. I mean, I don't really think Islam tells you we know all this beforehand. I think Islam says be a human being who participates in the world and actively participates in history as the fullest extent of what creation is, God's creation. So what does it mean to be a Muslim in the world? To me, that means to be a communist. The worldly implications of Islam, to me, are communism. I wish I could expand on this further, but not right now. Thank you so much, Sean. Appreciate you. To what extent do you agree, disagree with Kojev's interpretation of Hegel? I disagree with Kojev's interpretation, but I agree with it at the same time. I just think Kojev was using Hegel for his own ends, which I can respect. But as far as Hegel's original intention, I don't agree that the master-slave dialectic leads to the universal recognition of human rights and freedom and democracy. I don't think that's what Hegel is trying to say in the phenomenology. I think Hegel is trying to say that the mutual recognition that is the result of the master-slave dialectic leads to the unhappy consciousness out of which the problem is merely displaced into something else. It doesn't lead to the mutual recognition of universal rights. It leads to a mutual recognition that is devoid of content. It's an emptiness. It's the emptiness of the Stoics, right? It's the emptiness of skepticism, and so on and so forth. and how a higher relationship beyond the relation of slave to master or man to man, that is what is put at the fore. It does not I think Kojev is wrong to immediately make the jump into saying this is the universal state of universal mutual recognition in the form of, yeah, we're all just equal, we're the same. No, for Hegel, that is still in a more primitive stage of spirit's development. So that's what I disagree with Kojev about. Sean, I just want to tell you in the future, there are 2 questions. You have like 5, but since I haven't done these in a long time, I'll try to answer all of them. But I just want to tell you, in the future, 2 questions. Human prehistory, as popularized by Graham, indicates civilization is older than historians believed. Can you recommend any sources that discuss credible pre-Egyptian Atlantean theories? None. It's not on my alley. How would you advise someone on moral discernment when trying to earn a living under financial capitalism? Be ruthless. Dog eat dog. Always only take into account the consequences of your action in one order of magnitude. That's my advice to you. If you want to be moral in capitalism, be moral. Don't be a liar. Don't cheat your neighbor. Don't directly exploit children. Don't, be honorable. Conduct yourself with honor. I will always give you that advice. But when it comes to the second order of magnitude or the second causal chain of your actions, you're not responsible. So, for example, if you are a computer selling computers and the chips in your computer are mined by children in Congo, you're not responsible for that. That's what I mean. You only have to behave honorably within the first order of magnitude of the business-like relation you have to other people. As far as the systemic problems of capitalism are concerned, they're not your problem. You have nothing to do with it when it comes to the realm of business and getting by in the world. This is a dog-eat-dog world. So you don't have an obligation. You only have an obligation to be an honorable person in terms of how you immediately treat the people around you. You don't have a moral obligation to take into account the systemic implications of your activity. That is my ethics when it comes to living in capitalism. If you want to be a communist who's engaging in a political praxis of some kind, be a communist. Just don't confuse that with the business-like realm of your personal life, because those are totally different. You're not going to create a communist ethics within capitalism on a systemic level. You can be a model communist in terms of your personal morality and the honorable way you conduct yourself to other human beings, but you cannot be held responsible for, your participation in the world. I would go so far as to say this. If you, I would never advocate anything illegal, but it's just a hypothetical devil's advocate thing. And I mean that sincerely. I'm not like winking. I mean that sincerely. If you smuggle some goods that are bad for people, it's not your problem. Smuggle them. Then you never see them again. It's not your fucking problem. If you're a drug dealer is not bad in the same way a drug advertiser is bad. If you're making a living advertising drugs, yeah, you're a scumbag. You're getting into people's head and lying to them that they should want drugs. If you're just like some middleman or some shit, make your fucking money. I don't care. As long as it's legal. Right? That's my take. As long as you're not the spiritual source of corruption, you're not responsible for corruption. Period. That's my view. Now, if you're like human trafficking people, you are directly, again, engaging with people in your immediate vicinity in a dishonorable and immoral way. So obviously that's wrong. So that's my argument, right? Are you familiar with Marshall McLuhan? Yes, I am. If not familiar, how should communists assimilate ideas that provide a radical new framing of thought? His media theory, information theory, unrivaled. You got to study all of that if you want to be in the information war, period. It's very crucial and very important that people get a grip on that and kind of master that. Pearl, what is the most understudied realm of knowledge in your opinion? That's so hard. That's so hard. Marxism. Kanye, thank you so much for being a patron. Baudrillard wrote about how every war in the atomic age evolved into a trivialized simulation of real conflict. It reminded me of the distinction you pointed out in World War I, the Clausewitzian War of Total Annihilation. With the possibility of such an absolute war endanger a nuclear confrontation between the major powers. I think between Russia and NATO, or China and NATO, yes. What if we continue to believe that an apocalypse is fundamentally impossible? The scary thing is that reality is indifferent. Our protocols in place for launching nuclear missiles are indifferent to the perceptions of the public. It's a real indifferent, in other words, to our, our desires and our culture. So it's actually kind of scary, when the Schiller people say we're on the verge of it's dangerous, they're right. It is a scary fucking thing, right? Should listen to them when they say that shit. Would the unwillingness to risk total annihilation on both sides perpetuate the reign of the American Empire? No. Thank you, Jen. No, I don't think it will, because there's other ways to risk it all. And that's playing the long game. That's where America's going to lose. America's not going to lose in a direct symmetrical war, nuclear or otherwise. It's going to lose because it's not smart enough. It doesn't have a long enough memory, long-term memory, to play the long game with a country like China. America's a big, stupid monster, pretty much. It's big, it's powerful, but it's stupid. Doesn't have a long-term memory. Thank you so much, Jenna. It's all about immediate reactions to immediate things. Thank you so much for being a patron, Jenna. Question about generations. You have a goal in reaching Zoomers with infrared? Yes. What will all the future Zoomers and Gen Alpha be politically in relation to 2036 and beyond? I mean, the future, it's the next generation. The future rulers of society. Do you feel a problem with leftists is related to their generational narcissism? They're millennials, yes. They are fundamentally, permanently, subjectively out of touch. Yeah. They are millennials who come from the Something Awful forums. And they think they've attained like the ultimate form of culture and the ultimate aesthetic, and everything else is nonsense, and it's such a hubris and arrogance only millennials have, and they're so fucking wrong for it, and they're gonna eat shit for it, right? How to overcome this? Ignore the loser millennials, period. Americans in Minute, thank you so much for being a patron. As a temporary expat due to educational and professional reasons, I am now looking to move back to the States. What's a good place to plan a base of operations? Austin is nice, yeah. It's you can't ever fail being in Austin. But I don't know what your goal is. If it's to live your own life, I'm not going to recommend it. If your goal is to have a place to grow a strong infrared community, Austin would be a useful place to have that, I think. It just depends on what your goals are, really. Like, if your whole life is in order and you don't have any financial worries and you don't have to worry about anything relating to your own life, I can, say yeah, but I doubt that's the case, So you got to put your own life first. You got to put yourself first. Infrared is my brand. It's the showrunner's brand. I appreciate the dedication, but it's not an organization. You always have to put yourself first. When you donate to Infrared, you're donating extra money you have that you don't need. You're not donating the money you need. You understand? So this is not an organization. Voidburn, thanks so much for being a patron. What is the greatest mistake modern man has made? Becoming modern. I think, yeah, becoming modern. It's the best one I can think of. But some mistakes are unavoidable. Some mistakes are irreversible. And that's the problem. Some mistakes are plainly just irreversible. All right, guys. Good stream. Good stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Drew Pavlou debate. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow. 2:31:44. Yeah, put it in the Discord, Emilio, please.